Hey, what's up? How's it going, everyone? It is a little cooler today. We are under 100 degrees today. And then we get back up to 105 on Friday and 106 on Saturday. Lovely. Lovely. How are y'all doing? Hopefully your week has been going well. It's only Tuesday. Only Tuesday. And I already had some funky stuff going on. What's up, Jared? How you doing, man? What the hell? From my eye. Jeez. Yeah, a little bit of a late start today because we had our first soccer practice of the year. It's so hot. We're starting at 7 today because it's so hot outside. So by the time we got home, it wasn't until like 8:20. And then we still had to have dinner and all that. And then I had to get the kids to bed. So yeah, we had all that fun stuff that we had to do. So here we are. But watching at 30,000 feet. What? Where are you going? Where are you going, man? Paying for that Wi-Fi. First time for the kiddos. Yep, they just started. So our oldest, he's in middle school now, so he's gonna be trying out for the actual middle school team. So Cubta and I are no longer coaching basketball for the season. So that's pretty good because that frees up some time for us since we don't have to plan for practices, run the practices. We're doing that. So he's they don't have tryouts till later on, but he'll be doing that one. Coming back from Chicago. Ooh, was it work or fun? We went to Chicago for the August D concert in May, I think it was. That was my first time to Chicago, so that was pretty cool. That was fun. But yeah, we school just started, so we're second week of school, trying to get back into it and figuring out how things go. Yeah, it was a hectic summer. I mean, with the Japan trip and everything like that. I mean, we were there for quite a while, catching up everything, getting sleep schedules back together, and now we're jumping into that. And we're, Jaron, as you know, we're getting ready to start the D&D sessions back up again. So, looking forward to that. This Saturday, since we did go back to school, our kids they haven't gone outside to play because it's been 105 degrees outside. They don't want to. They usually go outside and play basketball on the street and on the driveway and all that, but it's just been too hot. Like they go outside, they're just like, you just see them after a while sitting underneath the tree. It's like, you guys, you can come inside or whatever. So they'll play Switch or whatever. And then like Country Crocs kids, they got into Deep Rock Galactic, and my son got into it. He got the neighbors into it. He got a couple of his other friends into it. So they've got a 4-man squad that they run to play Deep Rock in. So that's pretty cool to see. I just finished building his computer, which I took my 2080 Ti, some of my components from my old machine, and rebuilt it into him. So I had to buy a new motherboard, processor, and RAM. They had a really good deal at Micro Center, so I got him hooked up with that one. And then the one that he had, that we had kind of pieced together, we handed down to the little one. Since he is still, just kind of doing Roblox and balloons, he doesn't need a big beefy video card and all that. Hey, what's up, Derry? Welcome in, man. Welcome in. How are you doing? Hopefully you're not sweating your ass off like us here in Texas because it is hot. Well, today we had a cold front come in today where we only hit like 96. But I'll take it. It's still 10 degrees cooler. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. But yeah, man, it's been rough. Speaking of dairy, today's question of the day is, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? Is that Oklahoma was pretty cool recently? But yeah, he's so warm. Yeah, I haven't been to Oklahoma in a while. We went to not Broken Bow. Did we go to Broken Bow? Was it Broken Bow? No, it wasn't Broken Bow. Lake Murray. That's where it was. Melting? Yeah, man. We are melting ice cream is pretty good. It is pretty good. This past weekend we took our kids to Brahms. It was just hot and just for a little treat, so we took them there. But the other day we were talking to them about some other ice creams, and they wanted to know like what our favorite ice cream flavor was. So I had to get them a little cup of Chunky Monkey Ben and Jerry's. That is my favorite ice cream. Then you got Rocky Road. I like marshmallows, so I do like Rocky Road marshmallows. But if I ever go to like Marble Slab or Cold Stone and I get Rocky Road, I have them add extra marshmallows into that. And then boom, then we go with strawberry. Those are my top 3 right there for ice cream flavors. Dig a good mint. Yeah, Cupta, my wife, she is big into chocolate mint. That is her thing. Like, that is her number one. If there's a chocolate mint anything, we'll try it. Chocolate mint shake at a new place, we'll try it. You know, she's got to try it and see how it is. Rate them all there. But yeah, so it's kind of cool to see how they, you know, they're like, did it have chunks of banana in it? It's like, no, that was banana flavored ice cream with walnuts and chocolate. They're like, oh, I'm like, yeah, man, Chunky Monkey is good. They're like, why don't we get that more often? Because, like, you know, that little pint of ice cream that we got, like, yeah, like that was $5. The usual big tub that we get of just like the other flavors, that's $5. And then my little one, he liked it. He's like, well, can we get it more often if I pay for it? And I'm like, I mean, maybe, but probably not. Because that means we'll have to go to Walmart or somewhere else, because Aldi does not carry Chunky Monkey, because they do all the knockoff brand stuff. But man, don't knock on Aldi, man. Aldi's got some good stuff, even though it's generic stuff. I say generic because it's their brand, which is probably still just like all other generics. It's probably still the same thing, just packaged differently. You're not paying for the name. They're pretty good. Your wife uses chocolate mint too. You can't stand mint. You go with triple chocolate with chunks. Triple chocolate is pretty good. What is that? Mint, I'm okay with mint. Cupta likes it like super minty. And then to me, it's just kind of too much like toothpaste with chocolate. Like, you know, get half a chocolate bar in your mouth and then start brushing your teeth. And that's the feel that I get for it. But there are a couple times that we've had it, and it's been pretty good. There's a couple ones that I've had that have been pretty tasty. I can't remember which one it was that we had. It's like toothpaste. Yeah, it is. And that's just my association with mint flavor is with toothpaste. So, but I have had some that are really tasty and really good. So, I mean, people like it too. Some people don't like it. Some people do. It's all up to personal preference. Same with strawberry. I'm a big strawberry fan. Huge strawberry fan. Strawberry shake, strawberry, everything. But you know, but it's different. Like if you have a real strawberry and then a strawberry shake, they're different flavors. Like it's not the same thing. So, and just like with grapes and like a grape soda, a grape drink, strawberry milk is 100% my favorite milk, man. As a kid, I would scoop up that you know, Nesquik, that powder in there, or if we had the syrup. When we were bougie, you know, you get the syrup every once in a while, but otherwise it was just that tin can with all the powder in there. Strawberry milk is my favorite. And I was bummed out. They had it in my elementary school for like a month. I was like, yeah, but I think they were just out of chocolate or something. I didn't really notice, but when they got rid of it, I was like, what happened to the strawberry? They're like, well, they have chocolate now. It's like, well, chocolate's good, but strawberry is top tier. Strawberry is top tier. Older kiddo is obsessed with strawberry. Excellent. And anything red. Yeah, my oldest likes red. He likes the flavor red. I introduced them to Whataburger strawberry shake. And he's like, oh, it's pretty good. I'm like, okay, yeah, let me just show you a couple of tricks. Like, he got a little one with his kids meal. This is like one of the last times that he got kids meals. Now he gets like regular meals because he's bigger now. And I got the cookie and I crumbled it up and put it in there and stirred it around. So you have the strawberry shake with the cookie crumbles in it. And he's like, oh, this is good. I'm like, okay, now take the lid off, get a fry, dip it in there. And he was like, that sounds good. So I'm like, you just do it. The salty sweet is just good. And he's like, oh, that's really good. So now he likes getting the strawberry shakes and dipping his fries in there. But yeah, man, strawberry milk, man, I haven't had a strawberry milk for a while. My kids didn't like it. But like the youngest one had some stomach issues, so he drinks almond milk. And then ever since they were little, that's all we had. So they have almond milk. They grew up on almond milk. That's what they're used to. And they don't like the regular dairy milk. So like they have their chocolate milk, their almond milk, whatever they do. And then I have my own little thing of regular milk whenever I have cereal or something like that. You might have to try that. You have a Whataburger down the street from your house. Do it. Yeah, man. Yeah, your first on that was fried. Oh, and the Wendy's Frosty. Yeah, the Wendy's Frosty, they tried to do a strawberry one. They did not get the mixture of the syrup and the ice cream in that one. That one was not that great. I can't recommend the strawberry Frosty. I don't know if it might have just been my area. They were trying to get used to it, trying to get the flavor down, but they did not have it. Not have it. Not up to my expectations, but I have a high expectation for strawberry flavored stuff. Like strawberry shortcakes, the Cupid made me a strawberry cake for my birthday a couple years ago. What else strawberry? I mean, just pretty much anything strawberry. And that was one of the big things when we were in Japan last month. Like they had like strawberry, like the not freeze dried strawberry, but the dried strawberry crumbles on top of like donuts and stuff like that. Man, those were so good. That was like one of my favorite pastries that we had there. Had that on there. My kids liked it too, but then they ended up liking some other one, which is like super sugary. I mean, you know, it's for them, but that was one of my favorite pastries that we had. It was like the cake donut, strawberry cake donut with like the strawberry crumbles on top. The dried strawberry. I can't explain what it is, but man, it was so good. So good. And so strawberries were big flavors in Japan. They had like a whole strawberry store. So I got something there too. I'll have to see if I can find the picture of that. But it was pretty tasty. Pretty tasty. So I was pretty pumped that they had strawberry flavors. That was the flavor there. And I was hoping Mountain Dew would have something. Mountain Dew would have a special flavor this trip around. They did not. Because last time we went, they had the Rumaka. I think I have one of those. Yeah. They have the last time we went in 2019, they had the Mountain Dew Violet, which is the fakest grape flavor. Oh, that's what I was gonna say earlier too. Because you have like the fake grape flavor and regular grape flavor. Real grape is fine. I absolutely love the fake grape flavor. Like Big League Chew, like that fake grape. Yeah, love that. But that Mountain Dew in 2019 in Japan, Mountain Dew Violet, never made it here to the US. We only had it in Japan. I had one of those almost every day. Every day. My favorite food, drink, or meal this time around, it was the katsudon. So that was huge this year. It's just like a rice bowl with a pork cutlet on top and an egg. So I would probably say 75% of all the meals I ate were that. We did the katsu curry last time. We did a lot of ramen this time too. I guess maybe not that high. Maybe 60% of every meal that I had was the donkatsu, and that was just for the katsudon. It was fantastic. And Cupta actually made. She got a recipe online because the oldest and I loved that one. That's what we had. We were constantly, getting one of those, and she made it a couple nights ago. I think Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, because I had hockey. And it was fantastic. It wasn't the best that we ever had, but I mean, it was really good. It was better than some of the ones that we had in Japan. It was really good. So Cupid was asking my son and I, she's like, "So how is it? Like, how is it?" And he's like, "No offense, Mom, but it's not the best." And she was like, "Oh, I know." And but it's really good. Like, it's really good. For her first attempt, it was really good. So we enjoyed that one because we had the pork cutlet curry before, but this time with the sauce that they have on it, it's a special sauce that they do. It's a little not sweet, but it's a little on the sweet side. But that, and then the egg, and then some places had cheese and some places it didn't. Man, it was good. It was so good. So yeah, that was my thing. And then it got to the end because we were there for 21 days. So after eating, katsu curry, katsudon, ramen for that many days, I think the second to last day we're like, let's just get pizza. So we got pizza 2 days in a row. One day we actually went to a Michelin star restaurant, which is an Italian restaurant, which is known for having really good pizzas. And it was really good because they had I think it was a 4-cheese pizza. I thought that was the best. I'm huge on cheese, dairy and all that. That's all me. I love cheese. Throw some more cheese on it. And the rest of the family, they weren't too keen on it. They're like, "Yeah, it's okay." But that was my favorite, the pizzas that we had there. And then the second to last day, we went back to Odaiba to do a little bit more shopping and hit the arcade again. And we ended up just, we just went a different way, and there was a pizza shop there. Like, let's just get another pizza. So we ended up getting, actually had pineapple pepperoni pizza. So we had that because pineapple does belong on pizza. 100%. But yeah, the Katsudan was our go-to, or my go-to at least this year. It was fantastic. Let's see, Darumaka. I caught the Darumaka. All right, let's see. How bad is it? It's a Whirlipede. That's not what I need right now. Recent. Level 4, IV 15. Good, horrible, average, fantastic. Good, horrible. That's not good. Sells for 78. IV 15. Nah, let's trade that one. Roll the dice. What do we get back? A Growlithe. Ooh, an IV level 2 IV 6 Growlithe. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Well, oof. Yeah, I'll probably have to keep getting to the thing of that and post that on Discord because that was pretty bad. All right, so when we were in Japan, Diablo IV decided to release season 1. They didn't decide to; they had planned it out. But so when I got back, I was a little bit behind. Since I had severe jet lag for a week. I was waking up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and so I'd just be up and I'd play for 4 hours before going to work at 7. So I got caught up. Then right when I hit 60, I tried to go to World Tier 4. I was able to make it to the final boss, but just got absolutely smoked. So leveled up a little bit. I got to 65 this weekend. Dunkel was 62, I believe, and then we tried it again. Our first attempt, we got him to a sliver of a life left. We were trying to, I think we were just trying to burn him down, and instead of dodging the stuff, we were just trying to beat to beat him to it, and we did it. So almost had a one shot, didn't do it. Went through a second time, had no problem with it, got him down. So now I am in World Tier 4. Level 66, a little on the low side, but after doing a couple hell tides and all that, I got some better gear. So we're gonna head into that again today. I'm gonna try leveling up some more. And yesterday, Sunday I had hockey. We had a playoff game for hockey. We won that one. That was a close one. And then we had hockey last night. We got absolutely smoked. So we're out of playoffs. We got smoked 10-3. It was close. We had a goal waved off with 4 seconds left in the second period. We scored, but they blew the whistle right before it, or they said they blew the whistle right before it, so they didn't do it. And then right when, so they had 4 seconds left, we won the face-off, had a shot, and scored with 4 seconds left. But then they waved that one off, saying that the time was already out. So we scored 2 goals there, didn't do it at that point. I pumped them up. We were just all just completely let the air out of the bag there, and it was just pretty much a shit show in the third period, and they ended up winning 10-3. But if we had scored one of those goals, we would have been within 1. We were fighting back. We would have been within 1, but then instead we stayed down 2, and then they scored 5 more, and that was it. It was done. We were done. But yeah, then yesterday playing Diablo, I was doing one of the dungeons. After the hockey game, I just need to blow off some steam, so I went in one of the dungeons, and the butcher shows up. This is my first time, doing a butcher in World Tier 4 solo. The last time we had the butcher come out, we had 2 or 3 people that we were playing with in World Tier 4 before the season came out. So in this one, I didn't last. I was just trying to kind of him around. I do whatever I can, try to get him stuck on something, and it did not work, and he just smoked me. So Butcher's got me up 1. I beat it. Well, no, because the week before it was a World Tier 3. I beat him in World Tier 3. It wasn't even a nightmare dungeon, just a regular dungeon, and he just smoked me. But it is what it is. All right, so let's get into the game. I have the thing. Oh yeah, and I got a new not a new overlay. It's just a mask that I'm putting on the camera here. So let me know if you like this one, or if you prefer me to still have the other one over here on the other side. gonna play around with it. I might do a couple other ones just to kind of see what it is, but just change it up a little bit. Might be all right. Might be okay. All right, let's see where we at. Inosuke. That's funny. So my season 1 Necromancer, I'm doing a Sever build, and I named her Bulma. And this is Inosuke, and I've seen a lot of people come up to me and say hi, and their names are anime related too, so it's kind of funny. I was talking with Dunkel one night, and I just kept saying hello, 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 and I'm like, who's saying hi? I look, and the guy's name was Goku. And I was like, okay, what's up? A wave, say hi. All right, let's see here. I need one more for the whisper, one more anything. For the whisper, I wanted, if I can do a cellar that's close by a waypoint, that would be ideal. So I don't like this because I gotta go all the way around. That's PvP. I ain't doing PvP. Not at this level. I'm gonna get smoked. Cellar, 30 minutes. Well, I mean, I guess I haven't done it. Like, we just got into this one. I did the Hell Tides. Let's look at the Hell Tides. How far are we on the Hell Tides? We have 5 minutes till the next Legion and 14 till the next Hell Tide. 5 minutes till the next Legion. Where? I don't see a Legion. Or is it just possible? Where's it my map? I have not done PvP a lot. Dunkel and I dueled a little bit just to get the achievement or whatever it is for the season journey that you do here for the battle pass, whatever. We went ahead and, it's like, we'll just fight, see what it is, and then we'll trade. So I beat him, and he's like, okay, let me beat you. I beat him again, just to let him know. It's like, you can't beat me right now. Just letting you know. And then he beat me, but that's it. We just dueled with each other. We haven't actually done any PvP stuff, so I don't know exactly what you lose, what you gain from it when you do that one. So I'm not exactly sure. Have you done any of the PvP stuff? Seems interesting, but like tweaking with this build, I don't think it's really good for PvP because I'm really reliant on a bunch of corpses and stuff. So I excel when there's a whole bunch of stuff. So like having more people in the Hell Tides and in the dungeons really helps me out. But if I get a boss that has no ads, my mana regen is like trash. Like I have 4 or 5 severs in me, and then that's it. I'm out of mana. But every time I pop a corpse explosion or use a corpse spell, it generates a little bit more or drops blood orbs, which if I'm already at full health, I can use to replenish my essence. So no corpses on a boss with no ads is a little rough for me. You tried, but no players when you did. Got pummeled by the beast thing. Yeah, I tend to just kind of stay away from that area. I don't same thing with the Hell Tides. Like when those guys drop, sometimes they're pretty beefy, man, and they're tough to get down. Let's go this one down here. So I like this now because like when we were in World Tier 3, when I was at 60, all the stuff I was getting was pretty much just trash. So I was pretty much just selling everything, or trying to get a few aspects and all that. But yeah. But you're low level, yeah, you got to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like now, even though yes, I'm World Tier 4, I am on the low end because I am, a fresh, I'm 66 now, almost 67. So the buff that they did, let's see if I can see it. Ooh. So yeah, so if I get a bunch of people in here, see, I can smoke them down pretty quick like that. As long as I can get them tied together, the 1-shot, 2-shot, they're done. But whenever it's just one-on-one, and I don't have all these corpses there, and I can't, get them to come follow me over here into one of the tendrils, I run into trouble. This guy's just going around picking up all this stuff. Well, thanks, buddy. Like, yeah, so I have one of the hearts as well. So as I walk around, it just pops. Corpse explosion. It uses my corpse skill. So it'll use the tendrils to pull things in and that. So usually what I'll do is I'll use my decrepify. I'll put that on the mob, all the groups of people that are in there. And then I'll use blood mist. So blood mist, I go into form, and I also have another one that it leaves a corpse behind every second. So I'm in blood mist form for like 3 seconds. It'll drop at least 3 corpses. It'll pop the tendrils automatically to bring them together. So by the time I get out of it, I can use 1 or 2 severs. Because it is an AoE, it just nukes everything. So that's really good about it. In big groups, it excels. But if there's no corpses, that's when I run into trouble. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, or like that.
I need more time.
Oh, don't stand in front of that. Alright, so yeah, pull them together. They got my shadow over time damage going with the corpse explosions. It's pretty good. I'm liking this build. The first time I ran through Necro in my Eternal, I did Bone Spear. Now I'm doing... yeah, so as they walk around, like I'm not pressing any of the buttons, it automatically triggers a corpse thing every second. So it'll go with the tendrils. And what the cool thing about that one is it doesn't use my cooldown. So this is on cooldown almost 10 seconds. So it does it by itself. I'll get a couple of those out of it. And then I can decide to pop it when I need to. All right, let's go get our Whisperer. Let's see what we got there. We got 10 minutes till the next Helltide. I could probably run Helltides. 2.5 hours till the next boss. So we won't be doing the boss. Swana. I think I have one of those. I should have one of those. I do. Oh, that's one thing that I didn't realize that the cat was over there. Hold up. I moved my overlay over. Did not think about where chat was. Let's move that up just a tad. Right there. All right, boom. Probably move the Pokemon thing a little bit over as well. I took off the timer because I think it was just kind of like a little confusing. A little bit. Sometimes people are like, "What's the timer for?" It's like, "Well, there's a big question mark on it." But Pokemon community game is still running. It's just not. Not fully going. It's not showing the timer that is so. But it pops. You'll see it in chat. I usually call them out as well. So if you're just listening, you'll get the call out for it. Oh, amulets. Okay, greater collection of amulets. Let's see if this is any good. Oh, but two-handed weapons. I need a two-handed sword. But the greater ones, the legendary cat. I've got to go with the legendary. Gotta go with the legendary cache. All right. Yeah, I already have these two. Don't get anything good. And it's a sacred. Probably nothing there. No speed. Yeah. See, the one that I have now, it doesn't have speed either, but 2 to all corpse skills, 1 to my gloom passive, essence cost reduction, and 10% damage. So, I mean, that one's gonna be tough to replace. But I mean, you gotta try. You gotta try with those caches. I gotta look at what those are. Okay, so that didn't work out. Didn't get anything great there. Oh, I forgot to run my potion to give me the extra 5% XP. This is all the old stuff that I had that I've been replacing. So in case I don't like it, I can go back and put them on. But here, What I'm worried about is how, like, once your stash goes over from it, like, I bought these extra tabs, like I have them in my Eternal character too, like what's transferring over, because I have a lot of junk. Obviously these won't, because I think this is just seasoned. I don't know if the hearts in Invokers are going to come across, but at least all my other stuff should. I was looking at. This is what I look at. It's my old stuff. These are what I was looking at. Those should have gone here. You know, these are the ones I'm yeah. Disenchant. Hearts, gems and gear. Oh, yeah, I should have put them in here. So that was gear to DE. Let's edit tab. This is gear to sort. Just all the new. Oh, nope. No, hit enter. All the new stuff that I want to get. Here, all right. We got the 2 ranks of Sever. It's the main thing I want. Crit chance, a little less than what I currently have. Crit chance against injured enemies. That's good. Okay, so that's going to be the takeaway there. Is it's a little better, but I'm going to lose attack speed. I'm going to lose dexterity. I can imprint that. That's no biggie there. Just I lose a flat 0.5% for crit strike chance, but I get 4.5 against injured. Longer battles, that's gonna go, but dexterity is gonna give me some more. Here, dexterity is gonna give me more. Dang it! I hate when I do that. I hit right click to swap it out, and it's like, no, it's going in the inventory. Let's see. Attack power stay the same. I go up by about 80 on armor. Yeah, this is what I liked about World of Warcraft. When you compare things like that, you can actually see, like, okay, my wisdom's gonna go up by this much, my attack's gonna go up by this much. Here you can't. Like, yes, stat to stat of what's on there, it tells you what I'm gonna lose, what I'm gonna do that, but it doesn't actually tell me, like, overall what's my attack power gonna do, because, you know, strength and all that affects armor and everything else. So it's dexterity. So my crit chance is at 5.4 currently with the plus 24. If I do this, 5.0. So I lose 0.4 plus 0.5. So I lose almost a full percent of crit chance just on everything I hit. But the 4.5. See, this is another one where I'd have to imprint it and then run with it for a little bit and see how it feels to me. So that's why I have that one tab where I kind of keep everything there. All right. This one I'm looking for crit chance and crit damage, and that does not have anything. That is not enough. That is not enough. That's not going to do anything. Shatter resist, nope. And so, yeah, we looked at that one already. That movement speed, 8%. That's really good, but I mean, having the extra spells and all that, yeah, that's a no. Okay, so those are no's. I'm gonna sell those. We're gonna do that right here. Give it a cash. And let's see what we got here. So I want life here. Life regen is good, but the plus 504 maximum life is what I need because I'm a little squishy right now since I'm new into World Tier 4. We'll keep that one. Gain armor. 0.25. That's the low end. That's the same thing that I imprint. Yeah, okay. So I don't need that one. That one I can just straight up DE. I don't use a focus. And I don't need that imprint aspect. Amulet, 9% essence cost reduction. Still not enough. Okay, these are the ones that I had in my inventory that I was looking at already. I still had to look at them because they do have crit strike damage, another 2.5, but chance isn't there. Oh, because I already did the life generation. I already swapped out one of the aspects, and it didn't quite hit what I needed. So that's what it is. I probably spent money on this one to do it a couple times, and I think it's already probably at like a couple million to try. Same thing with this one. Crit strike damage. No chance though. damage to crowd control enemies and damage to slow enemies. So I do the tendrils. It has a little aura, and it slows people down. Then it pulls them in and CCs them. So this would that couple seconds where it slows them, it'll work. But I don't think that's enough. That's not enough to replace what I've got there. What about the other one? Oh, see, that's the thing. It says crit strike, chance, and damage. Yeah, we can trash both of those. So all of those we can do all the junk.
The forge is always. How can I help?
And do I need to repair anything? I do. I died during the Hell Tides, I think. And it's sometimes like your things just don't click, or you glitch out and the Hell Tides get you and you're like, dang it. Because with Hell Tides you lose half of your stuff. So then you're pissed off, so you go in there and you want to start killing stuff more, and then you die again. And like, okay, I'm done because I just lost. I'm down to a fourth of what I had initially. No, I'm done. Oh, I have a point here. I was going down. I need to go down this way. Other way, I need willpower here. Because I need to go down here to get this node for the shadow damage and damage over time. And I need to come up here for stuff as well. Okay. Hell Tides just popped. Let's see where we're going. We're going over here. I like the bottom one. I think we're gonna start there. I did not look at my oobles. I might be low on that. Let's take a look real quick. The 7. Dang it! I'm close to the max already. So that guy was a summoner, and I think that's gonna be the next build that I do with Necromancer. Is gonna be a summoner. Okay, I got all these guys here. Yeah, like I said, as long as they come in groups, and I'm standing in a pile of corpses, I am good. Once those go away, that's when I'm like, run away. Get low on essence there. I gotta pop that. Okay, I got some help now. Nice. As long as I got bodies, like I am good. Yep. Stack them up. Stack them up. I think that's why I was able to get to the final boss on the capstone thing early on when I was 60, because of how I'm running this build already. And it's one I got off of, I think I got this one off max roll. I tweaked it a little bit. I didn't level with the build. I tried to do one on my own, and then once you get toward the end, and then that's when you're like, okay, I see why they said certain things had to be certain ways, because one, you don't have enough slots on your skill tree to have all those abilities. Because like even the stuff that procs, it has to be on your spell slot in order for it to work, or it won't proc. So like if I don't have my tendrils or Coaster Explosion down here, it will not proc. So that's why I had to go back and change it up. It's like, man, let's see, we're going down here now. Get on the horse. There we go. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Thanks, but okay, I'm gonna wait for you. Now, was I close enough to get the stuff from over here? No. Sometimes if you're close enough and someone kills a whole bunch of people and you help them out, it'll let you collect the loot. Not this time. little scared there. Lost track of where the where I was and where the bodies were. Oh, that was close. He's in a bubble, that's why. Go. One of the things that pissed me off too, like this game is good, but man, when you kill something and you rush in to get all the loot, and sometimes it has one of those fire things that just starts going off and shooting fire somewhere, you run away and you're like halfway across the room and it still hits you and kills you. You're like, come on, man. Come on. Okay, where are we going now? Up here. Ah, he's doing the same thing I am. It's a pretty good build, man. I don't know how it scales like for the higher end of stuff, but right now it's a little hitch there. As long as at least on that first hit I can get a corpse. Pretty good there. Talonflame. Talonflame. I do have one.
I'm not ready.
And I didn't want to use this bone storm, but the main thing is whenever you have it up, your crit chance goes up quite a bit. It's like 20%. So it's like, okay, that's one of the main spells that I did not use for the longest time. And so that I'm using a reap as part of one of like the main spells. However, I can't use it. That was one of my main mana regen things when I was leveling. But with this build, I can't. I don't use it. So my left click is on Sever. My right click is on the Decrepify. And that's like one of the biggest drawbacks is if I'm out of corpses and mana, I've got nothing to attack with. Like, because I need the corpse skills on there to proc. I need the Bone Storm and the Blood Mist. So that's why after... Oh, I missed that. You missed me. That's why after doing the research and trying to get around with my own build, my non-meta build, I can't. Yeah, I see why that particular build is the meta build. Oh, I'm gonna free the captives. I'm just here chilling in the middle, like so I let that dude do all the work. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna collect those though. Oh yeah, he already did it all. That was the same guy. Oh, move forward. That was close. There we go. Oh, baby, that was close too. All right, two-handed. It's a sacred sword. Man. Don't have a lot of faith in that one. Yeah, no. Bro. Thank you. Okay, now we need to go over to this side. Usually, I'll take a group in there. Ah, dang it. And I still haven't put on my consumable here. Let's do what we're doing. Fallen demons, goatmen, skeletons, zombies. Evade? No. Attack speed? Sure. Why not? Don't really need it, but I don't want to use a good one that I use for Nightmare Dungeons just for... I just want the 5%. Extra 5% XP. Will help every little bit. Okay, these guys, I've gotta stop with these guys. Whoa! Let's go. These guys staying outside of the corpses. Yeah, then I replenish very quickly because I have that one where the blood orbs when I'm full health. Oh, something's killing people over here. I don't want to get too close. Oh shit! Boom! Thank you. Destroyed 5,000 cannibals. Okay. Another group over here. Not ready yet. There we go. Oh, okay. Hitching there. Didn't die. We're good. It's a bit scary. But we made it through. Do I need those? Is it still here? Of course. I'm gonna pull some more. Nope. Oh, there's that one. Anybody here? No? Okay, I'm gonna wait. I was gonna wait till my bone storm was higher up, but now that's ticking away. I think I popped out a little early. Didn't need that one right then and there. It's got a good range on it. Okay, now that we got people in here, there we go. We're done. Oh, jeez. See, like that thing, like that. Popping up at the end there. Not paying attention. Where's all my stuff? Right. I believe we got to go down bottom here. Or... the other one. The other one's up top. I am almost maxed out on my oogles as well. Let's go. That doesn't have an oogle bender, does it? Oh, it does. Okay. Let's go to town. Put stuff in the stash. No stash. So let's sell. Let's see. That's not gonna do. Dexterity. I want more life and yeah. That's not gonna do it. Don't need that. Nope. 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 Don't use a shield. I need an ancestral. That's disappointing. Don't use a shield. Don't use one hand. See, I like that it gives me a barrier when I use it. Damage reduction, blood mist, minion life. No, that's a wasted stat. And I don't want to have ones where I have like I would need to do two things. Good strike. That's the one I'm thinking of there. So let's keep these here. I can get rid of these gems if I need to. I'm not at the point where I'm doing too much yet.
I have something to fit you, I'm sure.
And now the Uber guy. Oh, down here. All right. I want the sword, but I guess I'm good with this for now. 800 gloves. Probably the first I need to upgrade. So let's stack up on gloves. Well, actually, no. Actually, you know what? I want a sword. because the sword gives me the extra crit. I like the 109, the 195 life on kill, but I'm gonna need crit though, because the crit will help with the bosses. All right, let's see what we get here. Ooh. No. Yeah, see, I need an ancestral. I don't think I can get an ancestral from here. So let's just go gloves instead, because I'm gonna need a really good proc on that. Let's load up our gloves.
Fine quality. Next will be better. The winds. Maybe you can sell winds.
Just gotta use them all because I'm close to.
Fate smiles.
Bring down one more. Okay, so that's gonna come down here. That's an oops. But no. Damage time with bone skills and lance. I'm not gonna use that. Let's put that down here. Bone skills and lance again. Bone skills and lance. All of these have bone skills and lance. Overpowered. No. Time, blight, sever. Okay, so this one I can work with because it gives me 2 of the sever. Shadow damage over time. All stats. So the one I would change out would be blight. And look for crit strike chance. So it's very similar to the other one. Not much of an upgrade, but it still can be. Bloodlines again. Like damage to injured, damage over time, blood surge, and sever. So this is another one I could use. Okay, might be a little bit better. Dang. Okay. That one. Let's see. These blues I don't need at all because there's no way they're gonna keep up. 1 sever, crit strike, crit strike. I need 2. So then that one I might not even need anymore. Bone speed, spirit, yeah. Okay. Okay, freed up some space for the oogles because I maxed out. I think I maxed out at 1,000 or 1,200. Something I wanted.
I got stabbers, cutters, casters.
And from here should be fine because this is where. Yeah, we'll have enough. We'll have enough stuff. We've got plenty of time. No, jump across. There you go. Then also after coming back from Japan, my son bought some really cool stuff. One Piece, Demon Slayer. I like Demon Slayer. I never got into One Piece. I never saw it. I started watching it. It has over 1,000 episodes in it. That was one of those that I had heard about a long time ago when I started watching Naruto and Bleach. But I was like, okay, I'm already watching 2 that are ongoing. I don't want to, do that. Like, I'll wait till it ends. Naruto ended. Bleach just got to the points where I guess we were like in a filler arc. Okay, that's scary. Those guys are just standing there. I thought I was gonna hit you and then we could get out dead. See how I'm out of essence now because I didn't have any body, so I gotta pop that. And the corpse explosions give me. Jeez, there's so many of those. Ooh. Damage over time is so good, but sometimes. Oh, it's a treasure goblin. I did not see that. Treasure gobby. I don't like this. Holy crap. Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? There he is. He went away. Dang it. Alright, I pulled all those guys and I had no... my blood mist was on cooldown. There's no way I'm going to make that out alive. After I get the gear, I'm okay. I like that right now. Not before. Oh, I have to go that way. Okay. It's fine. Do they see me? They do see me. It's fine. Oh, they're bringing their friends. Oh, I hate when I can't see that. Is there a spine? Get away. Okay. We made it. We made it. We made it. Cultist Massacre is close to completion. Alright. We stay here. Ooh. Line them up. Line them up. Oops, come over here. Come over here. Step into my office. Oh, hello. Where'd you guys come from? I didn't need to pop that one there, but I did. Hopefully nothing else pops up. I don't know what pop that hit me there. It gave me a little knockback. A little scared too. Oh, turd. And sometimes like I don't want to use the blood mist, so I get a little cocky and don't use it. I might die. Let's see. Do I have one of those? I do. We got Vulpix. Vulpix in chat. And Bandit's almost ready too. Oh no 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 no! Not this boss. Not this boss. This boss is a bitch. Holy crap! I can't shake him. Dang it! My CC does not do anything with him too. Oh no! Oh no! He's still on me. Dang it! No! I'm just gonna keep running into random shit like this. No! Go across! Go across! No! Woo! I legit thought I died there. Everything went dark. Wow. I'm not sure how I got out of that one pretty clean. Okay. Dang it. The thing is, like, there's the thing. I have to go that way. Okay, if I'm on the horse, as long as I don't get knocked, someone else might have pulled him away. Nope, there he is. Leave me alone, bro.
Will no one challenge me?
Nope, not challenging you. Oh crap, there's all that stuff there. Okay, so we gotta fight here. I hate when that happens. Okay, reload. Time. 45 seconds is fine. Can I reach that? Wait, did they move? Nope, still there. Okay. Get around. Okay, got a little distracted there. But yeah, so One Piece, I started watching it. I got to, not level, I got to episode 160. It's good. It's not my favorite yet. The characters. I had a pretty good talk with my son about it because we went to my youngest son's practice. So I was talking to my oldest one about it. He's like, "How do you like it?" I'm like, "It's good. Just it's not my favorite right now. Like it's good, but it doesn't pop out to me. But like, oh, this is amazing. It might be later on. I know people have favorite arcs, favorite characters, favorite whatever, but it's not quite there for me yet. But it's pretty good, and it's just like they have the different characters, and I am toggling between the Japanese version, which I normally like watching the sub's my favorite, but sometimes it's just easier to watch the dub because if you're doing stuff, you know, around the house, whatever, you just have it on the background, and especially in the series that's not like absolutely gripping me to where like I have to see what's going on, I need to know. So then I can just kind of listen to what's going on because I know, okay, they're going to do some goofy stuff, hang out, do whatever they're doing. And then when it starts getting into the story and all that, I'll pay attention and watch. And then, you know, they go off, do their own little goofy thing or whatever. And it's a lot of that. So I don't know if it's a lot of that the entire way or if it ramps up and kind of gets a little bit more of a serious tone later. Let's see. To get past the sacred unique without 2 evade charges, probably not. Okay, this is the good one I need. The Bone Storm damages an enemy, gain a berry equal to any percent of your life. I need that one. I need to extract that one if I'm not going to use it. Ultimate damage skill. See, I don't do the damage. I just use it for crit. So I'm gonna disenchant that one. Okay, all of these are good here. I'm gonna have to look at those later. You sell that. And I need to go. We can go to. Let's go to Kilo Shot just because it's right there. Click on it. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have time to get the second one up top. I think the 5 that we use down here are solid. A couple hundreds right there. Look at that. Put all of these in here because I was looking at those. Gems. My nuts. I got space. I still got time on the attack speed. I'm gonna go there first. What's this gonna get me? Willpower, intelligence, damage over time, 10% and 10%. I'm not going to meet that other one just yet. Damage to affected by shadow damage and elites. I'm not going to hit the dexterity one either. But I will get 10% damage over time and then 8% damage to elites. See, okay, this is gonna. I need to hit this one up first. We need to go this way. Too bad you can't mark like in the Paragon thing, like mark where you're going. So every time you look at it, you're like, okay, I don't have to think and remember where I'm going. Especially if a couple days pass, it'd just be easier to just hit it. Okay. First one we're gonna go to is there. So we can go back here. I could have just gone on the portal a bit quicker. I think I kind of did. I think I broke the cast and went and did that. All right. Let's see what we got. We got 32 minutes left on that. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. I guess it didn't actually put me back over there where I used the teleport as opposed to going to the waypoint. Just a couple there. Okay, these guys I want. There's a whole bunch of them. They have more health, so they kind of sometimes provide more. I feel like there's a bit lag there. That was a little scary. Okay, this is still here. Oh, it's the other one. Not paying attention. Click that button.
I'm low on essence.
Yeah, like that fire thing right there is what annoys me, man. Like they're dead, but that's still, see how far it travels and it still gets you? Okay, I need more corpses. There we go. Dude, that is glitching like crazy. Okay, let's break that one. Nice. We're still good here. Okay. Just checking on that. Back here. There more to get the next one. Oh, it's come out of nowhere. These shamans, man. You get a whole bunch of them. They are no joke. Nope, the rock. Staring at the map. That's another rock. That might have been a mistake. Yeah. Nope. Not this temple. Yeah, so I just try and bring them all into the corpses where they automatically proc. So I don't have to do some buttons with those. But I gotta get that first one though. Spawn an elite here. These guys. It's fine. Everybody get over here. I'm gonna let. Well, I guess I don't have to. Just gonna wait for my cooldown a little bit. But this is another one of these. Okay, this is the good one for me. There we go. Get all the bodies. Stack up all the corpses. Get my extra damage. Everybody get together. Whoa. Get wrecked. Almost forgot I was supposed to be killing those things. Here. Because I can. Yeah. 199. Do I want to do that one or do I want to go up top already? Go up top already. We're gonna do that one up there. Like right in the middle and over there, and then the chest is right up here up top. So if we walk up there, we should be we'll be able to get another 250, another 50 up there, easy. 26 minutes. We'll get about 10 minutes ish until the things respawn. Hitching again. Really? You're just gonna give me one out of that? Oh no, that was an elite. Oh no. Like, not just any elite, like the big elite. That was the wrong one to do. I don't think I can go around it.
I need more time.
Stay close this way. There we go. What? Watch out, dude.
I need more time.
He's probably telling me the same thing. He's like, watch out, there's a bunch of people. There's like, yeah. There's that big nasty elite that's 70 whatever. I'm not touching him. Not solo at least. We've taken it down before. The other ones are easier, but that particular one, that one's a pain in the butt, man.
I'm out of essence.
Essence already? Let's go down. This is where the other chest is. Play all the enemies. And I hate things like that too because I need corpses for that essence. Alright, I'm just gonna bring it in here. There we go. Might get an elite pop in here. That's not cool. Dang it. Okay. Ooh, oh! Come on, buddy. You make it. Of course. Gotta go through this stupid thing. Then I've got nothing. This one, I do. No, that, not that. Oh gosh. Getting in between all that is a pain. Alright, we made it. Very good, very good, very good. Oh, oh, that left click. Swinging away. Okay. It's up here. Crap, I don't have enough. A little bit. Really? We got a little more than that. There we go. The shaman is my target right there. There we go. As long as he gets stuck in there, 2, 3, give me 3 shards. This is why I like the ones with the little symbols over their head for the shield, because they tend to give a bit more sinews because they are a little more on the difficult side because they have more health. Okay, there we go. 42. This should have some. 45. Some. It had 2. Might have some. I don't know what that one. Okay, these guys don't have one. Too short. That's the ones there. All right, we got our 2 pretty. This way. This is the way I came in. Down. Oh, I saw that chest go away. I'm like, did it just move? Okay, pretty good. Should have enough. Good haul, good haul. All right, let's go to kill the shot. A little further. Bam! I have 1 cinder to spare. Just 1. All right, let's see here. What we got? What we got? I don't use a shield. I don't need the sword. I don't need the club. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Ripski? What up? Welcome in. Let's see, I might be able to use that. I'm not gonna use that. Let's see, a sacred 2-handed sword, man. I don't like using this scythe. Royski. What's up, Royski? Welcome into the channel. Just finished up the health. Oh, Skeleton Warriors. I think is that Blight. See, I'd have to get rid of the Skeleton Warriors and Blight, so that's a no-go. Life is pretty good. Not quite enough. This one. All stats maximum life. No armor. No decrepify. That one's not too bad, but still not quite. Don't need that one. All right. Where you kiss at? This is my first character in season 1. I did season 1, or the Eternal Start Necromancer Bone Spear is what I did. Oh shit, I want to sell stuff. Bone Spear. Then I did hardcore Druid, got to level 19 and died. Did a hardcore Sorcerer. We beat the game on that one right before I went on vacation. And then when I was on vacation, season 1 started, and now I am doing my season 1 Necromancer, but I'm doing a Sever build. I just got to World Tier 4 yesterday, off stream. So here we are, just going into it and popping in here. You finished 8 hardcore? That's awesome, man. What's your favorite tune first, and then we'll go into builds. I'm a Necromancer dude since Diablo 2. I did a ton of different necros. Now you're doing rogue and sorcerer softcore. I have not done rogue yet. The only sorcerer I did was on hardcore, and that's the one that we beat the game with. Sorcerer is your favorite? I heard a lot of people very disgruntled with the nerfs that they did. I have not seen. I didn't play it, so I don't know. Well, I played it in hardcore, but I didn't play it since they changed it up, so I don't know what the changes are. Rogue is boring. I know Dunkel is playing Rogue right now. He's having trouble with some of the stuff as far as just the gear, just getting the right gear. Druid, when I did that one, I did not like it early on because it was very gear dependent, is what it felt like. But Dunkel likes it, and then when he found the right stuff with landslide and was it earthquake or whatever? Oh, Cupta's back. Hello. Fridge. Nice. Sorcerer's really strong now with the right build. Okay. That's right. I beat it with I did the chain lightning build. So that's just what I wanted to do. So I did that one. If I went back, I'd probably try an ice. Probably try an ice. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the meta build is right now, but I kind of like trying different things to do. So that's what I did with Sorcerer. I did the Bone Spear. The second one, I'm doing Sever now. And then when I run it back again, I want to go like full minion build and just see how that goes. Running Fireball right now. Fireball. think I did Fireball. Yeah, so D2, I did a ton of Necros. Like a ton of Necros. When we went into D3, I was pretty upset that they had Witch Doctor. I tried the Witch Doctor out just to do it, and I hated it. Not just because it replaced Necromancer, but I did not like Witch Doctor at all. Then, of course, when they did the expansion pack for it, I bought it right away. I gotta have my Necro. Was Ice Shards? Ice Shards Conjure? What is that? Oh, the conjugation? Or the Conjure? What's that? Still 70. Necromancer ran Summoner build with Mandel Ring. Yeah, see, I haven't done a Summoner build yet. I have not. I did Bone Spear. That one was really good. I enjoyed that one. And now I'm doing... I really like Sever. I tried to not do no, I don't want to buy that. I'm just dumping all my stuff here. I gotta go through and sort those afterwards. Oh, the Hydras. Okay. The Hydras. Yeah, so I liked, like with the Sever build, I did like one of the leveling guides just to kind of get started. And then I'd give some points and kind of tweak it away here and there. And I got to the end game stuff here too, where I was still doing it without the Bone Storm. I was doing it without Decrepify because I liked the way that it was running, but then you just kind of hit a wall. Like, okay, it's not quite getting there yet. And then afterwards, after I was using it, and I started getting the gear and putting in the stuff all into place, and I started to see, okay, now I see why the meta is the way it is, because it does work better than the way I was trying to do it. So yeah. You nuked Uber Lilith in 1 minute and 46 seconds with Summoner Necro. Dang. I've seen videos of like these 1,000,000 point crits and stuff like that with Necro, and it looks pretty cool. Not there yet. I think my other character is a 70 something. I forgot. Oh yeah, he's a fallen character. So there's my druid. We only got to level 19 on that one. And then we died. But I was playing this one with Dunkel. He's my cousin and my mod, so we play together on stream. His game glitched out. We were playing, his game glitched out, and we had to go back to it. And we thought, okay, yeah, we're at higher level now. We have better gear. It'll be no problem. No, that's when we learned that how the scaling works with multiplayer and all that. That yeah, he got down by doing something. I forget what happened, and then we did that. So it was level 19, not too bad. I've seen the horror stories of people like in the upper 90s losing it, and that was it. So yeah, that's the only one that I've lost in hardcore. The other one we still have. We're still rocking it. Well, I guess we're not rocking it. We're not playing anymore because season 1 came out. But I will need to step back into that one and see the sorcerer. And that was tough too, because we ended up we're mistaking your route. And I know a lot of people did not like people who were able to grind out Diablo when it first came out. So you beat it really early on. They hit level 100 really early on. They're like, okay, like we want more stuff. It's like, well, not everybody can play 12 hours a day and do what you need. Like, just enjoy the game. If you want an additional challenge, play hardcore. And I know a lot of people's rebuttal to that is like, well, I don't want to put that many hours into a tune and then I die and it's all gone. It's like, that's the challenge. That's what makes it fun. If you want that extra challenge, that's what you need to do, because you need to be on top of your game. You can't, and it sucks for those that if the game glitched out, it lagged when they were logging out, so put them back in place when the servers crashed or whatever. That's legit, that's the troublesome part. But saying that you don't want to do it just because you don't want to put that time and effort into it, but you're asking, you want something more, that's what you need to do, man. All right, man, magical. These are all resistances, all the cheap ones. Consider issues for insane for. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You think it's the right time after the patch? Okay, a couple 21s. Oh, these are both trash. You died on level 93 barb due to a disconnect. I'm sorry, man. That is rough. I mean, that is that's an ouch. Yeah, I'll put a blood there for you. Ugh. That's rough. Dude, I'd be pissed, especially when it's like it's not your fault. I mean, I've done some stupid stuff on stream before. We were playing Valheim and I was using one of the you hopped off straight after. I would too, man. It would just be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna go drink this off, and I'll be back later. I'll be back later. Yeah. We were playing Valheim, and there's one of those the cheat sledgehammer that you get, one of the developer tools, I guess. I don't know. They had left it in the game, so we were messing around with that. Someone sent me a meme in Discord, so I went to Discord to check it out. So I alt tab out of the game, went into Discord, and then when I went back into the game, I clicked in the game, I left clicked instead of right click. So the hammer went down right in the middle of our base, and it destroyed our base. We were playing on a dedicated server, so Mag Daddy at the time was like, all right, kicked everybody out. We went back. He reset the server. I think we only lost, it was only like 10 minutes from the last save. So we only lost like 10 minutes of work, but we were all in there just organizing stuff. And it was pretty brutal, man. Like I was literally dying on stream. I got flushed. I got sweaty. It was pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah. Exclamation point, poke is start to get your journey started. Subble. We got a little subble. There you go. Fletchender. I don't have a Fletchender. Okay, let's use an Ultra Ball. Let's see if we catch that one. Good luck with the catch. And then you can use the extension down below as well if you haven't played before. Obviously you haven't because you didn't have an account, but you get here. So like when you expand it out, this is what you'll see. You can get your bag in there and buy all the Pokeballs that you need and all that. Oh, you're on your phone. Okay, well, I don't know if you should be able to on your phone. Actually, I don't know. I think there is a little icon there for it, but I don't know exactly how to do it. But this work, it's not just on my stream, so your account now will work on any stream on Twitch that has the Pokemon community game on it. So there you go. And you caught the Fletchender. Nice. Let's put that back up and see how good or bad it was. Oh, there it was. It was there. I did refresh it. Level 11, IV of 12. Oof. It's not, I mean, horrible attack, horrible HP. Not that great. 179. I'll sell that one for 179. I still have an hour and 45 minutes left on my cooldown. So usually on those, if it's IV of 18 or higher, I usually keep it because I can use that for battling. If it's under IV 18, I usually trade it unless it sells for over 150. So 100 to 150 is usually my area of where I would sell it, just so I can get money to buy more Pokeballs and stuff. So that's what I do there. But yeah, there you go. I used to have a timer on that counted down, so every 15 minutes that'll pop up, and you can do that. So there you go. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, Roy. Excellent, excellent. Nico, now you got all the follower emotes and everything.
Drink.
Got me on that one. There you go. I'll get my drink here. Thank you, thank you. Orko. This guy's name's Orko. Dude, I haven't seen that in, well, I would say years, but the He-Man remake that Kevin Smith did, I did see Orko fairly recently. No, usually I run with so I have 4 people in my squad that I usually run with, sometimes 5 or 6. But Dunkel is usually my main one that I do with today, but he's not able to jump on. So we're the ones that we kind of level together. So that's usually what happens. And then usually when we do some of the other stuff, the dungeons, we've got, you know, I've got Mac Daddy, Fro, Mudbane. The Haliaka joins us every once in a while too, depending on the game. So we usually have 4 or 5 people in our squad that we'll play most of the games with. But every now and again, I'll do something, either a different game that they don't want to play, or I'll just do some solo stuff like tonight. All right, so I did want the... Oh, crap. What did I do with those gloves? I got these. Yeah, so I'm doing that one. You want to run something that you know? All right, man. Yeah. And then there's... well, there you go. Perfect timing, streamer. There's my beacons. So that also has all my socials on it. So I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and also has a link to our Discord. So if you want to join the Discord in there, you know, you can hit up anybody too and just be like, hey, does anyone want to run anything? Because we have a bunch of games that we all play together. So you can do that. Because I do have some voice channels in there. If you see us in like one of the game rooms that we're playing a game, you can jump in and chat with us or whatever. If we're in Hangout, like we might be watching anime or just kind of doing whatever, hanging out in there. It's a small little community, but you know, everybody's pretty friendly. Oh yeah, I forgot I got a ton of these gloves. I was hoping for a home run hit on these gloves, and I did not get anything because these were all trash. I didn't get a single. Oh, there's one ancestral. I don't think any of that's gonna go. You joined up? Nice. So yeah, we do a lot of memes stuff in there. We talk a lot about food and whatnot. Bam, there you go. Hit you with the Wilk. They also disabled trading. I saw that there was a bug. Something happened with it. I just saw the note on there that they disabled it until they fixed it, whatever. It's like, dang, man, they just can't. There's always something. There's always something. Let's go. Let's power through all these gloves and see if I can get anything good. I think. Oh wait. Those are D's. That's that one down there. All right. People exploiting dungeons to rerun it for golden XP. Oh, okay. I saw that people were doing. I posted that in Discord that I saw a tweet that they were running the tunnels because it was able to let people level up, but I don't know if that was part of it or what. Kind of sucks, but you know, like whenever there's an exploit like that, it's like, man, I should, you know, call in sick to work so I can grind up Diablo. It's crazy. Surat Slayer. Yeah, I knew the tunnels. I didn't know about the layered, man. That's unfortunate. Sever, damage over time. Okay, so this has attack speed, but I want Sever and crit chance, and it doesn't have either one of those. So that's a no-go. That has crit chance. I can probably do set, but it's not, doesn't have enough. Okay. Damage over time's good. 2 of Sever. So I can redo the blank one. Okay, there we go. I'm like, okay, I want to get you to solve it, but why not behind the scenes and let others enjoy still? Yeah. But, I mean, it'd get people... I don't know if it'll get... Yeah, it would get people to jump in. It's like, hey, like, if you hurry now, like, we're going to fix it in the next patch. But no. Like, no fun for anybody. Blood Lance. 22% damage to injured enemies. That might work. No, because I want more than text speed. Yeah. You can see it's an issue, but it isn't crazy. Yeah, and it's not like it's not a real money trade or anything like that. So they're not losing money on it. It's just a little. But I mean, I get it. They don't want to do it, but it's like, come on. With all the issues that you've had, all the server issues that you've messed up and jacked people up because of that, just let it go. People always be trading items and gold. Yeah, Yeah, they will. Dexterity, Sever, Intelligence, and Injured Enemy. So I can do... Okay, so maybe that one too. Injured enemies, shadow over time, surge. Okay, I like that one because the damage over time is fine. It's just I get rid of the blood surge and I need to get a high crit on that one. That'll be good. Over time, bone skills, bone lands. Nope. Oh wait, hold on. Make sure I don't need to. There are at least 5 enemies close. No, that's way too much. 3 ranks of Bone Spear. Good chance against injured. That's pretty good. A Blight. So Bone Spear and Blight, I have to get rid of those. Man, that's not there. I feel like you could have worked on it behind the scenes and just dropped it when I was ready instead of fully disabling trading. You're getting really good pieces for your friends and you can't trade them. Yeah, so everything that you get now, you can't trade, right? Because it's not getting that little flag on it. See, that's what kind of sucks. If it's like, okay, you can get stuff now, but you can't actually trade it until later. I haven't traded anything, so I don't really know how it works on this one yet. How do you get the green color on the stats? Yours doesn't do it? Oh, yeah. So that is in options, gameplay, advanced tooltip compare. So if you do advanced tooltip compare, so options, gameplay, advanced tooltip compare. So if I take that off and I go in here, it's not there. Like it'll do the armor, but not the stats. So again, options, gameplay, advanced tooltip compare. Yeah, it's come to clutch, man. I like it. And I was just talking about how I kind of wish this was more like World of Warcraft, where it showed you like at the bottom. I don't really care about the properties lost. I care more about like what's getting buffed overall. Like I know sometimes you get plus 20 to intellect, but that also increases my attack damage. You won't see that on here. I'll see that I'll get the bonus for intellect or whatnot, but I won't see that my attack power goes up. So you have to like, okay, equip it. How much does it go up? Okay, if I equip it, okay, is it really worth an extra 100 attack power? But when you equip it, it's like, oh, it went up 300 because of all the other stats. I kind of wish they did a little bit more into that, but I mean, at least having this little bit here is pretty good. So I definitely enjoy that one. Definitely worth it. Okay, so is this one worth keeping here? Because I already put some cash into this one. I'm gonna try to. Okay, so this is the lower level one here, with only like 300 armor. So I can probably let that one go. But I've got. What is that? Oh, see, I don't need any of these aspects. 340. I don't know if I want that. See, the attack speed will help. Attack speed will help. You want to run some dungeons together? We can do some. Probably not right now because I'll be getting off probably about 45 minutes. I mean, I guess we can do a couple. Yeah, we can run one. Let me refill my drink and take a little quick break, and then we'll do that one. Why don't I upgrade my gear? Because I just got into World Tier 5, or World Tier 4, so I've been replacing it with just stuff just to kind of get by. But once I find like a good piece, like a really good piece that sticks, like which one was it? Like my gloves, this one is really, I've been really having a tough time to do this one, but I probably should upgrade that one. But before I was upgrading, like you see, like this one here. So that was upgraded to 4 because that was one that I had early on. So I upgraded that one. You get fast materials anyway. Yeah, I guess that's true. So Sacred still had better stats than Ancestral. Yeah, so you see here, this is the old gear that I had. So I had this one on, and I replaced it with what I had. And then I was up. These I hadn't upgraded yet, but I've already replaced them. So because I'm replacing so quickly, I haven't done it yet. But I do. Like that's the only. I think that's the only piece that I have still. Because that's just for DE. That's still to sort, and this is my old gear. But that's my old one. These are all ones that I replaced in like the last 2-3 days. But yeah, as soon as I have a piece that will last a little bit, I will do it. So I have these three I still want to look at. So I'll put these here. We can. The only if you're talking about nightmare ones, I just have 2 sigils. That's all I got. Like I said, I just got to World Tier 4 yesterday, so the sigils I had were Tier 3, and I DE'd all of those, so I just have these 2 right here. Path of the Blind and Bastion of Faith. We can. I mean, that's all I got. Smeargle. I think I have a Smeargle. I think I got one. Yeah, I do. You're level 84, so oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. Well, let me do a quick break. Let me get a refill, and then we can do that. Let's see where we are here. We can just do mine. Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Fast XP for me. Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, let me do a quick BRB. And then, yeah, we'll jump up. All right, I'll be right back. Her name is Bloomers. Yes, well, that is true.
Did you say clitoris?
What? Okay, we know where Country Croc's mouth is. Country Croc's head is at. Dang it. No, I did it again. I forgot Super Saiyan 2 does this one. No!
You dumbass.
My bad. Oh, I have enough power. I died. I survived. Yeah. Oh, I almost died. Oh, and I get shot from this stupid bird. No. Yeah, mac and cheese is. I can't remember if I used to drink that with milk or not back in the day.
Drink mac and cheese with milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you used to drink mac and cheese and milk.
I mean, if you feel like it all soggy and stuff, might as well, right?
He was like, "Yeah, dumbass."
Yeah, that's what I said, right? Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, how was your feud? How was your feud? Cute there? How was your food?
How was your feud? Did you get the fish and chips?
Dude, this dude looks like the fucking berries and cream guy. What the fuck?
What you said.
See? Oh God.
Called me a creep. I thought
Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. I love that song
Wow.
that I just sang, like, matched his dance too. I didn't know what planning.
Pomegranate or old bandage? You guys eating it? 3, 2, 1, go. That is gross. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. You got a smoothie one? No, that is definitely old bandage. Oh my god. I'm trying to finish it, but oh my god. Porky Majin Pig. Oh shit. Everybody click the clip. Let's see what happens. We have not. You should totally be the beginning pig. Oh god. Oh my god. Let me try again. We have not. You should totally be the beginning pig. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay. I gotta stop. I'm gonna fucking pass out if I keep watching that. I realize I'm still in my my gown. Because I died. Jam it. Oh, still going. Watch that thing flap. Let's go.
I think you shit your pants and you have shit stains on your boxers.
Yeah, there's definitely something back there.
I was still more nuts, don't we?
Yes. I do not have any on me right now. Ebanuts. I do not have any Ebanut materials on me right now. Professor Mudbane coming through all by himself. There I am, pulling my best Yamcha impression. Dead on the floor. We did it, guys. We did it. Now use the Dragon Balls and revive me, please.
Here, like
Oh,
maybe like
what's that? Is that a moth? Like my eye floating. I'm like, what is that? Like all I see is the black silhouette. I'm like, my eyes, you know. I can't see the kill cam. That was the same dude that's killing my ass. Working my way up. There we go. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Teabag yourself. Not teabag yourself. I'm teabagging. Whatever. Eat it. I got a little too excited. I killed him. That's the way. I saw it. I tried to lean out of my chair too to try and get out of the way of that one, man. Doesn't work that way. We got 1 minute. 1 minute.
Do it. Do it. Oh, shit.
No. I'll take that hat trick. I don't even know what I did.
Oh, just the tip.
Oh, just the tip. Giggity.
Oh god, this aiming.
Wow.
Let's put the badge.
Don't grab that health.
I don't need it.
Bruh.
Or yes,
You
I
don't need
it.
Dead. I was expecting him, like when he danced, he'd move. He'd just kind of like do the normal side to side stuff, but he doesn't. This dude jams. This dude jams. Look at this. Press his button here. There we go. Get that look for him right there. Wow. Pretty ridiculous. Freaking moves the slide when he plays. That is legit. The games they don't come out with cross. That's some fucking bullshit right there. Like Tribes of Midgard, I just don't think they were thinking it was going to be as big as the dicks. There were some people that like
Wait,
I
what?
would enjoy playing with, but it
I
wasn't.
heard big as a dick, too.
That's what I hear. Yeah, it's like what?
I heard big as a dick.
I am not responsible for what was said.
Go back. Flip it. Flip it.
Shit.
Okay, here we go. You decide. It's close.
Like Tribes of Midgard, I just don't think they were thinking it was going to be as big as the dick. God damn it.
You said big as a dick. Confirmed.
I did not. But you're right. When I'm listening for that, that's what I'm hearing.
What other words could it have been? I mean,
Yeah, stuff like that happens on stream. Damn, that was a day right there. Let's go get all this deed real quick. Boy, you got the roots, the Smeargle.
What will it be?
Nicely done. Let's get rid of that. Yeah. Let's go. Funny Live. Yeah, those are all the ones that I put up on TikTok. TikTok. Oh my God, TikTok and all that. Let's see here. Bruh, come on. All right, there you go. Send. I don't know. The Valheim one that I was telling you about is in that list of stuff. I don't know if you got to see that one or not, but that one is there. All right.
Greetings.
Hello there. All right. Let's see what we got here. Consumables. Death Pulse, empowered. I guess it don't matter. Divine Bastion, I think they're both that great. There we go. Let's see, let's jump down here and yes, search that. Oh, yeah, there you go.
What
up, man?
So, unexpected drag.
There you go. No, I went down into the game room once, so there we go. I saw you were there. I was like, might as well. Why not?
Yeah, it's fucking like 7:30 in the morning over here.
Oh, damn. Where you at?
Norway.
Norway? Cool.
Yeah, Norway. Yes, sir.
It's a long
She's
way
nice
away.
over here. That is.
Yeah.
Been to
How's the
US
weather?
a couple times. It's right now, but like our dam broke down because of the weather. We had a very bad storm and the dam broke, so the weather has been kind of rough. But the weather is gonna get better again. Like in summer, normally it's actually really good. We just have one bad storm, instantly a dam broke, and yeah. But so far, no, the weather is normally good.
Good. Yeah, I was most of July. I was in Japan. So family and I went over there and just kind of, went over. So it was awesome. My wife and I went in 2019, and then we were gonna take the kids in 2020, but Corona happened, so we had to get vouchers for everything.
Corona was worse. Like I'm originally I'm from the Netherlands, but I moved over here for my relationship as well. So like I moved from the Netherlands over here in Norway.
Okay.
And yeah, back then like we were dating like when the whole Corona thing was happening, and I couldn't go like travel and see her for like straight up a year.
Dang, that's definitely rough.
Yeah, that was like the roughest time that there was, honestly.
Yeah, but you guys made it through, right? So
we did.
You good? You good?
Luckily, we fucking did.
Yeah, because I know
that
a lot
was
of people,
really rough.
I mean, some people I know that they were stuck together for a long time, and that it had the opposite effect. Kind of ruined some relationships because some people were like, you know what? I've had enough of you.
Come on, man. We're sitting in hours all day long together, bro. Get out now.
Yeah. It's like, I want to get out somewhere. It's like, there's nowhere to go. Like, where are you going to go?
Nah, like, we were always trying to meet, and then, like, we were always, like, trying to stay up to date with the rules. Like, if they were changing, if you could travel with, like, certain, like, tests and blah, blah, this and that.
Yeah.
Like, that. One time, they would be like, yeah, you can travel with the test, and then the other time, like, instantly, it just changed up back to, like, the red zone with, like, no travel.
Yeah, it was just like so many changes on that, man. It was definitely a different time.
It's like this build I'm running right now is actually really enjoyable.
That's good.
Like,
That's one of the things too. Is sometimes you run some meta ones and just like it's trash. Like I don't want to play it, or there's just like you don't press anything. You just run and everything just procs and does everything. I don't like those.
Yeah, no, I don't like those either. So like normally like when I play my tiers, like my main ability is obviously the fireball, but like I have other abilities that I could use next to it, and like honestly you kill so fast. Like I have killed bosses in less than 2 seconds with the fireball.
Dang.
I mean with the fireball it's really just focused on like AoE.
Oh, I got stuck in that. That was close. That was a bad move on that one.
My barber heart doesn't want to go. There we go. So yeah, how do you like your necro build though? Like,
I really like this one.
I've never actually ran Sever.
Yeah, I never have either. But I'm really liking it. It does really well, very well in groups.
Yeah.
As long as I have corpses, so I have different abilities that allow me to create and generate corpses. But where it struggles is
like
if there's Yeah. So the corpse explosion, the
Yeah.
tendrils, all of that will give me some stuff, but it suffers on like for bosses if it's just like single target.
Yeah.
I need the ads to create bodies and stuff like that. Like I have one move that'll let me
Adapt the required
create bodies, but that's on cooldown. Like right now, like it's on cooldown. This one
Yeah.
guy's here. I can't swing or do anything, and I have to wait till it picks
You
up.
should
But
you should really check out Summon and Necro. It's about, I think it's about the same, but like your Necros, like so your skeletons and your mages, like put in so much work for you to build up so many corpses, and then like you can just like explode all the corpses. Basically, have just a whole AoE area full of corpses, and you
Yeah.
just keep blowing them up.
that's how I was in Diablo 2, man. I was all about
Yeah.
corpse explosion and corpses. You know, I have like a million minions follow me around. You know, raising the dead and all that. But
Yeah. I also sometimes really thought like, you know, like the minions and stuff are fun, but like, you know, once the minions are there and like they're putting in so much work, like the only thing you're really using is like corpse explosion. So like that was the only thing that I was like like a little bit less on the build, because you're not really doing much yourself.
Yeah.
But then again, like when I look at Bone Spear, right, the damage in Bone Spear is like really nice, but like it's not my playstyle since I'm only really doing one thing, and that's actually
Yeah.
my Bone Spear and Bone Prisons.
that one was also fairly difficult whenever you run out of mana. Same thing. Like they want you to. A lot of these builds. Oh, there's a Furfrau. A lot of these builds want you to sacrifice your minions to get that extra damage and all that other stuff. But it's like, okay, well, then I'm kind of stuck whenever there's no.
Wait, so how
nothing
much
there to-
how much gold do you have?
What's up, Aries? Stupid poodle. You don't want the fur from? Where am I at? No.
I don't know, where are you at?
What am I looking for? Where is it?
Like your gold.
Do they not have?
Is it, like your gold is at the like right
Oh, the
corner
gold.
bottom
Oh,
left.
I thought you were
Yeah.
saying. I thought you were talking how much cooldown I had. So I was looking for my cooldown.
Oh no, I don't even
yeah,
think you can see that, can you?
Yeah, that's what I was
don't
looking. I'm like,
think-
I don't see it.
No,
I'm like, I don't
you,
know.
no, you can't. Yeah, but you do see cooldown. It's when you go to utility and then like all the way down it says cooldown reduction.
Oh, I guess I
I've-
have nothing. Nothing specifically going toward that right now. That's why I don't see it. I had one piece that
Oh, okay.
did, and I don't
Yeah,
have it
yeah.
right now, so I got nothing. But yeah, I got 13 million gold right now.
That's shit. Okay, so you're actually kind of good. I was gonna say like if you ever need gold and trading is active, I can give you some. Cause like I have so much, and like I basically told my friends like if whoever needs gold, and I can help with, you know what I mean? So cause like later on you're just doing a lot of re-rolling and stuff,
Yeah,
so you do need a good amount of gold.
that's why I had that one piece that I was like, okay, I kind of gave up on that one because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
rolled so many times on it.
Without you,
No, cause I have like right now I have 9 billion.
9 billion. Holy crap.
Yeah, 9
That's a bit-
billion
yeah.
is.
That's
Yeah,
a good
so
amount.
like I can't do anything with it really. Like
Just so much.
that's the. Yeah, it is a lot. And next to that as well, like there's not much usage of gold since most of the time like the items that I am re-rolling are just like rare ancestrals that I make legendary by
Yeah.
extra aspect of the legendaries itself. So are these prisoners bugged?
I cannot click on them, so
I cannot click on them as well, but I
guess
freed
they're
every
bugged.
single one of them. They have to be, right? Look, you can see there's
Yeah.
there's nothing there. Unless
I'm
something
trying
can
to help
happen
you,
with
folks.
us, Yeah. She's being sucked on, man.
yeah, no, I can't. Disappear again.
Wow, we just failed a mastery because of that. That's nice, I
Yeah.
guess. Great.
Okay, fine. Is one of your dogs is half poodle? She's not very bright. Oh, okay, I got you. I don't think I've seen too many poodles. Actually, Country Croc has 2 poodles. One of them's massive. His name's a Rooster. It's a massive dude. Massive one.
I have a little husky, 2 months old now.
Little husky. This is
Yeah.
Royski, Aries. Aries, he's new to the community. he just joined on, and then I figured because Dunkel was sick and not feeling too well, we decided to run some dungeon. Yes, I want to join it. Ugh. Let's go.
Nice.
I don't like those. Like you're running, and then right before you get to that door, that thing pops up, and it's like,
Yeah.
you can't. Do you want to join? It's like, yes. That's why I'm running in there.
That's why you're gonna run there, exactly.
Yeah, it's like let me
There's
go.
been moments when I was helping my friends out, like grinding and stuff, and I killed the boss in like less than 2 seconds. So like I was like, bro, you gotta get here, you gotta get here. And then they were just too late on joining in. That's just so sad. Like I don't know why they do that. It's the same thing like the XP boost. I think when you're just in a dungeon together, you should just always be in range to get the XP boost. Because like
Yeah, because if you
once
split
you're
up,
with someone,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like if you split up and trying to like clear different like sections of the dungeon to like get out the dungeon faster, do the boss faster, like. But yeah, I guess they were like, nah, you gotta stick together, because people were exploiting that as well. Like people just used to sit at the start of the dungeon and let someone else just run through. That's why they did it. They changed it.
Yeah, I mean, we did that a little bit too. Jennifer, thank you for the follow. Yeah, we did that with one of our buddies who was higher level than us. He's like, hey, just stay here. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
we'll stay there. Do that. Doing all right. How are you? How are you doing, Jennifer?
If you want, right? If you want, we can do a shifting city tier 31. But that's
I mean, we can try it. We'll see. I'll try and pop my blood miss as much as possible to stay out of trouble, but I might need a res or two.
What's up, Aries? Yeah, I mean, just let me know when you're ready and I'll pop it.
Yeah, I'm gonna dump all this in
Yeah,
here and
take
I'll
that.
go do it after.
No,
I usually have this one tab there. It's like, I'll deal with that
like,
later.
my fucking stash is a mess, man. Like,
Yeah.
when I saw your stash, it was so nicely sorted out, but because I have like over 10 characters, it's just a mess.
Dang.
It's
Jennifer?
literally just a mess.
Yeah, I'm from the US. I'm in the US. I'm from Texas. So it's hot as hell here right now. It's 105 this week. Actually, today we had a cool breeze come through. It was only 96 today. But Friday we're gonna be back up to 105, and Saturday it's gonna be 106. So we're in the heat of it. Where are you from?
That's so fucking hot.
It is, man. It's brutal. Like when I was in Japan, it was it was upper 90s, but the humidity was like 60%. So that was, I mean,
Yeah.
it was brutal. Oh, I'm lagging like crazy. What is that? You're from Canada. Aries, America. Fuck yeah. I haven't seen Team America in forever. That song will forever live on rent free in my head. Oh, they're coming out with a South Park game. Snow Day.
They are?
I just saw the trailer for that. Yeah.
I love fucking
Snow Day.
South Park.
Yeah, that's good.
I always used to watch South Park when I was younger.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, what part of Canada are you from? I've always wanted to go to Canada. I play hockey here in Texas, so it's a different breed of hockey. I mean, we have the Stars here and all that, but I've always wanted to go up to Canada and like skate on a frozen pond. Like it's one of my, I would say, bucket lists to do is to go skate on a frozen pond in Canada someday.
So when you planning on clearing Uberlil
Yeah, I don't know. Man.
to get the sexy month?
I'd have to pretty good. I got my oh jeez. I have the butcher trophy under the little cleaver.
Oh yeah.
So I got that one. It's like, yeah, screw that
I
guy.
fucking love the butcher. Yeah. I always used to hate him early game when he used to like join my fucking dungeon and just fucking smack me around.
Yeah.
It's like I when I was running barbarian, he always used to join my dungeons like when I was like low level, and like as a barbarian low level, just it's rough. Like it's the most least fun place that there honestly is. So like I always used to just get smacked around. Like as soon as the butcher was there, I was just running away. I was like,
yeah,
I
and
gotta
then
get out of here.
he was pretty buggy early on. As long as you kind of flip a corner, he might get stuck there. Then
Yeah,
you
he
can
just
wail on
grabbed.
him. Yeah.
Like I still remember when I was in there, like I was so far, and like you know he has like that little grapple thing. It literally went like half across the dungeon, and he just grappled me back. I was
Fresh
like,
meat. It's like, oh, okay.
There's no,
hello.
yeah. I was like, okay, dude, you got it, man, you got it. I would
Hey.
just stand still to take my life, bro. It's fine.
Yeah. You're just like,
Are
okay,
you ready?
this is happening. Yeah, go for it. It's like, this is happening. Here we go.
It's gonna be fun when I kind of want to see how it's gonna go.
I want to see how it's going to go. Yeah, you going to die.
We both gonna die. They gonna use us as corpse explosion in a bit.
Yeah.
Yo, that's always what I do with my friends as well. Like we're trying to like run so fast that sometimes we just start running as soon as we travel. Like they should
Yeah.
just be like, as soon as you press it, you just travel inside.
That's what we're saying. Dunkel did that too. He ran outside and
Yeah.
was going for like a good 30 seconds and it was like, where am I? I'm like, you're not in the dungeon, bro.
Yeah, I have that so many
That
times.
is-
Like that actually happens.
All right, let's see.
All right.
What level are these guys at?
I think like 80 something.
Snake. 85.
85. You got that. That's still you.
Boom! But not that stupid fire explosion.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Alright, which way we're running? Left.
Sure. Oh, that's rare to see that first one not to be a trap. Blood! I thought I had a half second left in my blood mist. I did not. I did not. I was a little cocky there. That's my bad.
Happens to the best of us.
Yes. Hope you didn't scare away your Canadian friend already. Yeah. Yeah, you just did the whole Team America thing and then the went away, man.
You're the
I'll blame you,
Canadian.
Aries.
Still your fault.
It is.
I hate the suppressors.
I need more essence.
I need more essence. Oh, God, I gotta wait. Thank you. Oh, the statue. I pick that up.
And then we can just instantly go get the next one.
Okay. Some of these guys too. They just walk right past you. It's like, oh, there's fresh meat in the back.
Yeah,
Let's go get that guy. It's like, okay.
I sometimes really dislike that about the dungeon, like targeting. Like I'm going in first and they just instantly start focusing the person at the back. It's like, oh, this guy's lower level, get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this build, like I actually enjoy this build a lot. Actually, a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Like I said, I only did the sorcerer. I did the chain lightning one.
Yeah.
In
This
hardcore.
is a fireball with barbar art on it. So I'm running barbar art and then I'm running fireball as like my main damage. It just bounces around really and just procs.
Yeah.
Like basically, I have like 100% crit.
Oh,
So
dang.
I'm stacking
That's
like
pretty nice.
I'm stacking like 300% crit damage. So Barbara instantly basically procs on them. That's why their health is not going low, and they will just like blow up later on.
Gotcha. Okay, so I am doing damage. It's just it doesn't show up till later.
Yeah, exactly.
like I feel like I'm hitting them. I'm hitting pretty good. I'm procking, but
You're the one pulling us through.
Hey, you just go first. You just go first. You got this. I'll watch.
no, I'll put them all.
No,
I'll put them all
watch
together
it.
here.
Yeah. All right, I got it. How did that guy just? There's still shaman over here.
I'm low
I love Blood Mist on the Necro though. It's actually such a lifesaver.
Yeah, like that paired with the heart that I have that procs the corpse skills.
Oh
That's
yeah,
really good,
the one
'cause then
when
I
you
don't-
run next to it. Yeah.
Yeah, ooh, that was close. Because then I can get my tendrils to proc without me having to do anything.
Yeah.
By the time I get out of the mist, I'm good to go. A whole lot of shit there I do not want to be a part of. Oh, in midair. Nice. I'm still getting used to the fire on the ground. I see that and I run away. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. The fireballs just bouncing around.
Yeah. Ooh, that was close. See, that time I'm like, I'm just gonna go in. Nope, that was them. It was not you that time.
Yeah, once there's like I love doing Surratt's Lair. Like I don't exploit it or anything, but like the reason why I love it is they're stacking so good there, like old enemies. So like once I go in there, like so many spiders explode and it's a whole XP fest.
Yeah. Esper.
Ancestors.
I think I have one of those. Yeah, I do.
These
course I
walls
do.
protect all.
There's an event here if you want to do it. More XP.
Proc a couple of corpses here.
Please. Take it back from
Yeah, you can pop all of them once they start spawning.
This guy
I like
bugs a couple times because sometimes he doesn't.
Oh, watch out, bro.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna be a farm. Like this is literally gonna be a farm of like mobs. Like everything will basically start blowing up in here.
Trying to stay out of the.
Yeah, stay out of the heat. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that
We
bar
have
like
we have
maxed
another
out.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice.
Stuff there. Yep. I just want to get those as well. Yeah. Ooh, I'm close. Yeah, let me go back and dump real quick, and then
Yeah,
I'll
go for it.
teleport on you.
Yes, I will just wait where we were.
Man, Aries, you scared Jennifer.
Yeah, Jennifer said I'm out.
Rude.
Jennifer said I'm leaving. I can't wait to get my fourth glyph in. Like once I get my fourth glyph, oof. And I'm so close. I need like 2 more levels. 2 more levels and I can put it in. So at like 87 I get a glyph and then I get a 10% more fire damage, 10% more intelligence. So it's like a bunch
Dang,
of damage.
You don't need more damage, man. You're only what, 80 what? This is crazy.
85. I can go, I basically run like level 100 mobs when I'm by myself.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's good for me.
And like crazy thing is I only played this game for like 3 weeks now, I think.
Dang. Okay.
It's my first ever Diablo. I just got
Okay.
introduced by one of my good friends. One of my friends is a very damn famous streamer on Diablo. I don't know if you know him. His name is Woodio.
I do not.
I think it's very famous for like build making and all that stuff on the game.
Okay.
Alright, we can go to the boss. Oh shit.
Popping that blood myth immediately when those bombs came at me. You're like, nope.
Yeah, I saw that. I was so confused because like I was checking where we had to go for the boss room, so I wasn't paying attention. I saw that blood mist. That was.
I saw them turn, looked at me, and thought
Yeah.
fresh meat. I'm like, nope, not today.
Oh, today, sir.
I need time to do that.
Alright, I'm just gonna stay here and take that hit. No, why did you pour it away? I realized that then.
He tried to run.
He tried to run, yeah.
This is one thing I hate. It's like, come on, like he's dead. There's the bubble.
Yeah, it takes pretty long sometimes. Like when I'm doing like Sirat's Lair, it takes like at least like 7 to 8 seconds for it to spawn in once I kill
You
her.
do that.
I think it's because you're killing the boss too fast, and there's just a certain timer on it. I think.
No, I mean
At
it happens
least
to us
that's what I
too.
think.
I mean, we definitely don't kill him that fast, and it just I don't know.
It still makes you wait that long. I mean, I don't know. Like I don't have experience with like 4 stacking and then like I normally always run solo.
Gotcha.
Solo or duo. So I like 4 stacking is this nice when everyone is around the same level, but once they're not, you just see that there's a damage output lag, and it takes longer. Do I have another Horfrost if you want to do that one afterwards.
Yeah, why not? All these are. I got another unique.
You go to unique.
Yeah, the pertinent greaves. I don't
Oh,
need
Benin
those,
Grief
those are-
for chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the ones that I
those.
need for that. I was hoping to get maybe a little bit better the empty greaves. Or greaves with the empty tomb. Okay. I'm running low on space. I'm gonna have to do some inventory. Oh, there's another. I got Mother's Embrace.
Is that even a good ring? Like I truly wonder if that's actually a good ring or not. Like
Not.
I
for
feel
me,
like if a
'cause-
Gorska hits 5 or more enemies, 30% of the resource cost is refunded. Like it would be good on like a highly resource management. So like it could probably work my build since my fireballs always had more than 5 enemies.
Yeah.
But I feel like the stats on it are just bad. Like lucky hit chance, critical strike damage, and overpower damage.
Yeah,
Those are just
the strike damage is good. I would like hit chance, or even like damage over time. Yeah, it doesn't have it.
I think the best thing isn't it vulnerable damage that's really good on your build? Since your corpse explodes just make vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one doesn't. If that was at like maybe 40% on it, if it was a higher roll on the slider, I would probably flip that in right now and lose the crit.
I wish you could just I wish you could just reroll a stat on a unique. I wish you could just do that because like lucky hit chance, critical strike damage, and all stats is quite nice. Just overpower damage is kind of useless. So like I would reroll overpower damage for like vulnerable damage or crit strike chance, something like that.
Yeah.
Then you would actually have a
no.
really decent piece. No, this game sucks.
Yeah. Okay, give me that roll, but not so much. Okay, I want more damage to elites.
The Orphros is tier 33 though, so it's gonna be a bit harder, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Go ahead and pop it when you're in. Let's see what happens. Good luck,
Let's see
everybody.
what happens. Just gonna go in there, we both just get smoked instantly. That I
We're
hate.
gonna be
They
going
have
around,
like those. They have those frost crossbows in there, so like once you get hit, you just instantly freeze. I had that one time when there was just a crossbow left, and Butcher spawned in, and he just smoked me when I was frozen because I couldn't see C-break. Yeah. Oh, and we got the little stone with us as well. Isn't that just beautiful?
Yeah. It's better than the lightning orb thing.
Yeah, I actually refuse to do any any dungeon that has the lightning in it, like I instantly delete them.
Those I
Like,
got to the point where I do that too. Yeah, it was like, I mean, it's
like,
not worth it, especially if you just,
it's really not worth it because like even when you're trying to run through it, like you just get one shot. You good over here?
yeah, they hit me over here with the frost.
Oh, there's a
My friends
event.
Hello, buddy.
I won't last on my own.
Oh, they have shock lens over here. Oh,
I'm out of essence.
These crossbows are annoying, man.
yeah, I told you that they just freeze you and they slow you down. Alright, well we got the monster at least. I wish they would just spawn in faster or more.
Yeah. You guys are on. Oh, it's us. We're up. It's like, what happened?
Your
to
turn,
the
bro,
A-team?
your turn.
Like, they're dead.
That's why I love the one where you like gotta kill the people that are like that have that green soul on them, because like there's so many ads spawning there, so like it's so much like experience you can actually farm off that event.
Dark Banner. What is that?
I don't know.
Oh, trophy. Cosmetic trophy.
Ooh.
I got a banner. I was like, I'm afraid to look because that stupid thing's gonna.
Yeah.
spawn on me, like,
It's gonna fucking
surprise.
kill you. Yes.
Your shield off.
I'm out of mana.
Can't do that right now. Suck it up.
Yeah, yeah. God damn it, let me spend my abilities already. Out of mana.
Can't attack that thing. Oh no! No!
Is he gonna...
Close.
There you go.
Throws me with that
I
stupid
need
thing.
toy to do that. We're just gonna... Yeah, let's just make our way up. Run to the top.
You missed me.
Oh jeez, there's a lot of ads here.
Oh, hello. Oh, snipes! The corpse bow, man! The corpse bow! Every time.
I told
Worst.
you. I told you they're actually like so frustrating in this one.
That was like,
Oh.
oh, that was dirty. That was dirty, man.
Not the shock lad spawning in at the worst time ever. Oh shit, the
Yeah.
stone
I was ready
really
for that
got
one,
me right
yeah.
there. Double cheeked up stone. If you want, we can just go to the boss room, but we can also just finish killing all the ads, so it's just XP.
Sure, just kill everything.
Wipe them down. Artillery shrine, oh, even better.
This is like one of my favorites. Oh, shit. That was my
I got
bad.
you.
I thought I can cut through that one, and I couldn't. I was like, I probably should have used my.
Quickly use teleport. Here we go.
It was wrong.
Happens to the best of us.
It's like, it's not the first time I've been wrong.
Honestly, it happens to me all the time. Like sometimes I'm just gonna run through and then I just fuck myself over.
Yeah, I usually when I mess up is whenever I'm chasing a treasure goblin, because then he pulls me.
Oh
into, like,
yeah.
4 or 5 of those. Like, I can make it. I can make it. It's like, nope, they're spread out.
4 or
just
5
enough.
elites.
Yeah.
4 or 5 elites. He just pulls it in, starts running across the room like a maniac.
Like, all my CC and all that doesn't affect him. He's just like running like, I'll do what I want.
One shot. Yeah.
See, that one popped quick. Like, all the loot and stuff was still
Yeah.
out here.
That actually did pop quick. I think it's just depending on which dungeon, I guess.
Blood upon darkness.
Rings of the Permafrost. Like, I'm always looking to get better gear, but I just realized there's just nothing better I can get.
Like, you're already at best.
It's like it's yeah. Well, the only thing that's not best as luck is it's my amulet, but like I haven't been able to like get a proper like good roll for it. Like, I'm right now running like 3 ranks of glass cannon to like increase my damage, but I kind of want to change to like 3 ranks of devouring blaze, so I even get more critical strike chance and more crit damage. But I haven't been able to find like a good roll for it at all. Because like glass cannon is nice, but like if I'm relying on crits anyway, I can better get the crit damage and the critical strike chance than get the extra damage from glass cannon.
Yeah, oh, I got 2 points in that one. Sweet. Let's do. Oh,
Do you
man,
get
Leo
good
as
XP
well.
for this?
Yeah, I'm getting. I don't have a lit Leo. Let's go, Ultra. It doesn't. Not a lot of Pokemon that I don't have because I usually play. I gotta play this while I'm streaming, so it's constantly getting stuff. But yeah, I got about a full half
Yeah,
level.
so you
there,
got
'cause I
like 5. How much do you have? Like 584 of those
yeah, I'm at
Pokemons.
461 currently holding. So I've got more. I've sold more, and I've traded.
Yeah, yeah.
I tried trading like every 3 hours.
That's crazy.
When it comes up, but yeah, it's fun. It's a nice little game just to kind of pass the time.
It is 100%. Okay.
And
You want to run
got it.
more?
Let's
dungeons?
go. 12 o'clock. Yeah, we can do a couple more.
Just my tier. Are you up for running the lightning storm one or not?
I mean, for the content, we can.
I mean,
we
I
can
mean,
do it.
I mean, you get increased critical strike chance once you do it, though. I'm just saying. We're probably gonna fucking die once we do it and regret it afterwards, but everything for content.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to get rid of these invokers that I got on me.
No. What is that?
Do you want to know how many raffle invokers I have?
Jeez, how many?
256.
That's crazy, man.
And I haven't used any of them.
My damage.
Ooh, I have a Star at Slayer one. They're 35.
35. We gonna die. Listen, Visage.
I also got a Northern Horfrost. They're 34. The Star at Slayer one we can do, but it would be rough though. Since it's tier 35 and yeah, but not just that, you know, the little AoE that pulses.
Yeah.
It has that. So and the monsters do bleeding damage. Let's do that.
Good.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
221. Oh, 221 health. A lot of lost. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Corpse skills, Hellbent, pass it up. Skeleton Mage, life, next one. Nope. So I've been selling these just to get cash. All like my rares. Should I be
Yeah.
DEing them instead?
You should. So the best way to make money in this game, like right now, is by selling uniques that you don't need, just because they have a high value of selling amount. So like you only get like 20k cash for like selling a rare, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, when you sell uniques that you don't need, they go up to like 160 to 200k for every single unique that you do not need. So like selling uniques is the fastest way. And next to that, trading with people. Like some people, you know, what you don't need, other people could use. And there's a stupid amount of people that actually pay like a high amount of gold for something that you actually can't use. Like I think the other day so there's this Discord server that I have, and I posted something in there that I couldn't use, right? And I was like, you know, give me your offers, what you guys want for it, right? I didn't need it at all. It started off with someone saying I will buy it for 20 million.
Dang.
That item went up to 2.5 billion. Keep in mind, it was just a rare item. 2.5 billion I sold it for.
That's
because
insane.
someone
Just the,
wanted
like,
it that bad.
stats. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's the way, like just selling your items on like Discord servers is the way. But like if you don't want to do all that work and you just want to like get the gold yourself, I would say sell all the uniques that you don't need. And like for the rares, it's depending on how you are with mats, right? So like if you have a lot of filled crystals and all that stuff, then I would say just sell them. But if you're like low on like these legendary materials that you need, like the filled crystals and stuff, I would just deconstruct them until you're like at a good amount and you say like, okay, I'm good, because you need the filled crystals to reroll.
Put an alert up. They have re-enabled trading between players in Diablo 4. Thank you for your patience.
Oh, they have?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can't see though. I can't
Just
trade
say,
you.
well, we probably need to log out and log back in because that notification just came back up. So
Okay,
you probably have to
let's
relog.
log out. Yeah, let's relog, and I will give you gold. If you're cool with that, at least.
Sure. Do that. All right, let's see.
Because
So leave game.
I feel like being generous. I don't need this.
I mean,
I don't need it.
so my eternal necro is 74. My seasonal
Yeah.
is 68, and then my hardcore sorcerer is 44.
So both of my rogues are 100. 2 of my sorcerers are 100. 2 of my necros are 100. Then I have 1 barbarian that's 100. And then I have this sorcerer level 85, and then I have 2 other rogues that were 100, but I died in a little with them.
No.
So yeah.
I had him, but I died. Oh.
yeah, man, I was level 100, but I died, man. Yeah, that's truly how it was. Sad because like I get it, right? It's playing at your own risk, I guess. But I also forgot to use a potion, so I couldn't pour it out in time, and then just boom, I didn't see that.
Dang.
Okay, but let me see if I can trade you.
Well, he has only one hobby.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so if you just put in 2 items that you don't need, just to make sure that they don't do some weird shit.
Accept trade. Sorry.
There you go.
No,
And now
it's
you
money.
probably don't need any more gold. Ever. Like that you
Alright,
literally
let's-
don't need any more gold.
Do the maths.
Roy only has 1 hobby. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Funny
I mean,
thing is, I actually
it's on.
work. I actually work 50 hours a week normally. I'm a chemical process operator and an electrical engineer, so I actually
Okay.
work 50 hours a week.
Yeah, I went to.
I
I
just-
did double E in college.
Yeah,
I don't
just,
use it. I work in IT, so I don't use my double E. But you know.
Like the nice
That's what I
thing
went
is,
to
I I have a 3-week vacation right now, so that's the only reason why I'm playing. Like, besides that, I normally don't really have time.
Nice. You can do a lot in 3 weeks.
You can. I
'Cause,
mean,
I
10
I only
characters in 3
did
weeks.
yeah, I mean, I played a lot when we got back from Japan, and I had jet lag, so I was waking
Yeah.
up 2-3 in the morning, and then I go to work at 7. So and we work from home, so I would get up at 2 or 3. Can't go back to sleep, so I'll go ahead and I'll play, and that's how I started my season 1 character. So that's how I caught up with the rest of my crew on that, because they were playing, and although sometimes when I got back with all the patches and stuff like that, a couple of them have stopped playing. They'll wait till everything gets fixed, or not. Maybe the next game, we'll see.
So I wish you could buy more stash. Like 5 stashes just seem too less.
5's the max. Oh, I mean, I guess I can go max now. I don't know what here. Because they did. Wasn't 3 or 4 the max, and then they added a new one.
Yeah, it was 4 max, and they added a new one.
Yeah, they added a. So I'm sure they'll add another one as well. What I
mean,
did like about Path of Exile, because we used to play Path of Exile as well, is whenever you do the guild, like we pay like $20 or whatever for the guild, and it opened up the guild stash for everybody and more tabs, and like,
that's
everybody
what
could use that. That was cool. But
I used to play Elder Scrolls Online for like 6 years. So like whenever I was playing that, it's the same thing. You had a guild stash, and you had like 500 item slots, so you just could dump everything in there.
Yeah.
That was a nice thing, actually. I think that they should do something like that in this game, because I mean, you have clans in here, so like a clan stash or something.
Yeah.
That would be nice, honestly.
I think it would.
Yo, that new
Yeah, it is.
Necromancer outfit is kind of nice. The trio in apostate. Looks.
Yeah, I got Awoken. I like this one because it's got like that smoky look to it. So that's why I went with that one.
Yeah, is that not
But
the one from the battle pass?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the seasonal one. So I was like, okay, I'm in. And then even the gauntlets have it, and it was a pretty good look, man. I appreciate the way that they've done all the cosmetics for the Necromancer. I think they've done.
I
a good
think
job with that
Necromancer
one.
have Necromancer has the best cosmetics in the game.
I
Like
think
when
they've
I
done a
was
really good
on,
job.
but to be honest, like base gear wise, like base gear looks right. So like from each class, Barbarian actually has some really nice stuff. I think the most boring and the less stylish one in the game is Rogue. Rogue has absolutely nothing. That's like actually cool.
I think this gives me enough space to do a couple more runs. Let me go DE those real quick.
Watch, and then now people can trade again, and then the exploiting is just gonna go right back where it was.
I mean, there's always something. Someone's always gonna find something else. and-
Yeah, but you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's always gonna be something. I think they should just be happy that people are actually like grinding. You know what I mean? And then next to that as well,
Yeah.
like it's crazy, right? Because I have this app on my phone where I actually sell boosting services, right? For like real money.
Okay.
Just why not, right? And it's actually crazy on how much money you can actually make to boost someone on this game. Like I think last week by boosting someone, I boosted them 3 hours, and in 3 hours I made over 100 euros.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, I
from
mean,
just
yeah, because I
boosting
mean,
someone.
it's a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to do it. So I see. I mean, it happens in every game. There's always a service or something that, you know, people would.
I think it takes a lot of time, but at the same time, right? Like Meanwhile, I'm boosting him. I'm giving myself also XP because we're doing the dungeons at my tier. So in the end, I'm doing what I'm normally doing.
Yeah.
I'm just taking someone with me that needs some levels, you know? Why are they not dying? Oh my god. And that's why you cannot push up in Starlight Lair.
That's fine.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be shit fast. Oh, shit. What you mean you just get banned on live stream right now because we're the first ones doing Starbucks Lair after the fucking... That would be funny.
Yeah, I mean, I had Blizzard up over here, and that notification flashed up. I was like, what just happened? I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I thought I was on the edge, man. I was on the edge.
So good. I got that.
I had it. I had it. That blast literally got my toe or my heel because I was running away.
Sometimes you just can't escape it. Like how bad you actually want this to. Like sometimes it's not possible.
Ponyta.
Like there's so much AoE.
We got it, Ponyta.
Oh. Suppressor. Oh, I'm frozen. There we go. Blast wave.
This is like the longest that I've gone in dungeons, getting chests and those shrines, and they're not
Yeah, they're
traps.
not an event.
They're not traps. It's like every time Dunkel and I have done it, it's like, okay, here we go. Here's another one. Here's another one.
Yeah, me too. Like normally, I think Starlight Lair is quite good for that actually, because like, I don't know why, but I think it's because there's so many like, oh shit, oh fuck. You want to do the hard or?
Nah, I'm alright.
Okay.
Unless you want to. Hearts
No,
are
no,
a little.
I
underwhelming.
only do the black arts really. Oh wait, we got another Starlight Lair. So this one is... Oh my god.
Okay.
So what other games do you normally play, or do you just focus on Diablo at the moment?
At the moment, just Diablo.
Yeah.
But we did. Oh. Okay. What's happening?
Oh shit! Yeah, so at the moment just Diablo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did
I
Deep
feel
Rock
you.
for a while. We did Valheim for quite a while. We did Small Land for a bit.
I think
yeah,
I
we
actually
played
never
till
played
we-
Valheim.
Valheim was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We did Satisfactory for a while. I did Civilization. It's just pretty much, whatever we're feeling at the time.
Yeah.
This was a big anticipation for us because we liked, Diablo 2. We did Diablo 3.
Yeah, so like coming to Diablo 4. Doesn't Diablo 3 have like an new patch?
I saw that they were doing that. Yeah, that they have
Yeah.
the PTR right now.
Think they got yeah. Jesus Christ.
So I'm not sure what they're. I haven't really looked into it to see what they're doing, but they are doing something.
Nah, me neither. I mean this is my first ever Diablo, so Diablo 4 is just, I don't know, like it's kind of addicting to me. It's because
They
I
did a
always
really
just
good
want to
job.
get better stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's just like
Yeah.
once you have like gear, you just want to get even better gear, and it just keeps you going. Really, that's what it is for me on this game. The fact that I just want to get better and better stuff.
Yeah, they did a good job with it. In the beta, I played the beta, played the alpha, the closed and the open
Yeah.
betas. I did all of those. And it was a blast. They were all fun. So 100% when they're like, okay, we're doing pre-orders, I'm like, all right, I'm getting the Ultimate Edition. Like, you guys are doing great. But some of the nerfs, I think the rebalancing, I get they've got to rebalance, but sometimes it's
I think that sometimes that they nerf and they instantly nerf it to the ground.
Yeah,
that's kind of the feeling that because that's what was going on with Sorcerer. Like Sorcerer, oh, we have this one again. Okay. Is it the? No, this is another one, isn't it? Is this with the souls?
Yeah, it's a.
Is it with the souls?
Yeah,
like with the ads with the souls? Yeah, that is. Okay. Well, I guess you really gotta stay on Ash now.
Yeah. So yeah, they did a good job with it. But it's like, okay, we see everybody wants to play Sorcerer. Everybody wants to play certain ones. Like, okay, no one's playing this, no one's playing that. So let's boost that up and nerf everything else. It's like, well,
like I feel like the Barbarian nerf that they did is too rough. Like I feel like Barbarian, like it's just viable for like really only 2 builds right now, yeah. Which I like. That's Double Slash and like Hammer of the Ancients.
Yeah.
So because like Thorns used to be really good, and like then out of nowhere, Thorns is like no one was running it anymore.
Yeah, and like the meta's changed. I don't know if they paid too much attention to the
right
metas.
Now is Double Slash, a double swing. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's like I get it. You know, pay attention to the meta. See, make sure everyone's playing everything, but then don't. Oh, I'm not gonna. There we go. I was gonna go right in on that one. Like I was gonna blow up.
I mean, I get it that they're trying to like meta shift, right? Because I think you should be able to use every build on a character and make it feel good. You know what I mean? And obviously, you know, one build is gonna be a bit less like good than the other one. But I think that they should all be viable and being able to like run through dungeons. And that was just not the case with a whole lot of them.
Yeah. And I think
definitely for the Barbarian,
they really need to do. I don't know. I just like the fact, you know, even like with leveling, I can kind of do whatever I want. But once you hit like this mid level,
like once you hit a certain range, like to 60, 70, most of the time it's 60, 70. You have to change up. Yeah.
That's exactly what happened to me because I was trying out a couple different changes here. Oh, come on. Oh, clutch level.
Yeah.
And as soon as I hit that, it's like, okay, I'm not doing it. I have to go. And then I did the meta, and it's like, okay, I see why it's like that because you have to.
Yeah.
But I mean, Necromancer it's doing well right now to where there's several. I mean, like I don't know, maybe I beat the meta, but I mean, you did the Bone Spear, and then I still see a bunch.
I think Bone Spear got nerfed, and it's still just super strong. Like you don't even realize the nerf on Bone Spear.
Yes, I want to go in, man. He did it again. I didn't make it in. Like I'm right here. So yeah, I didn't notice too much of a thing on that, but I wanna play like whatever I want. Don't force me into doing.
Exactly. Don't force you into running a build like that is you know that everyone runs. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I think all the builds should be balanced so all of them feel good, because like that is what's gonna bring variety into the game, right? Like that's what's gonna make it fun. And that was one of the main reasons why Sorcerer was so not enjoyable for everyone, is because there was really only one build that was really keeping up after the nerf, and that was Ice Shard's Conjuring. That was the only build that I would say like that one was truly keeping up still. But everything else like Chain Lightning, Fireball, Frozen Orb, it was all bad. Like it was all not doing anything anymore. Until the recent buff that they did and made it at least a bit better. Like there's still builds out there that like I preferably wouldn't run. But most
Yeah.
of the builds like Frozen Orb, Ice Shards Conjuring, and Fireball, and now Chain Lightning definitely are all worth playing though. So like at least you got like
Yeah.
4 variety builds you could use.
I had a good time with Chain Lightning. I mean, there's granted I did run with Dunkel, so we ran in a duo. So there
Yeah.
were times where it's like, okay, I'm low on essence. The mana resource regen there, or it wasn't quite there, but I didn't feel it as much because we were in hardcore, so we were going a little slower. We were being more methodical of how we were approaching stuff. We wasn't just running in there. It's like, oh, I died. All right, let's run that back.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a couple scares on stream. It was like we both almost died on the same boss. It was really close, but we pulled through, and I had fun with that one. And I think everything that I've played so far has been good. I haven't had anything. I was like, okay, that build just was total trash. I never liked Druid in the other two. So Diablo 2, Diablo 3, did not like Druid. So that's why for hardcore, I was
Druid
like,
is, as
we'll try it.
Druid is actually one of the strongest classes.
Druid is sick. Yeah, Dunkel did Druid, and he's got the necklace and all that, the stack. So it's just like the landslide just goes like 6
the landslide,
like so many. Yeah.
I love the sound of it, like a.
Yeah, and I put that in Discord a couple times where he posts
so
something up. It's like
satisfying.
he put a picture of it. I'm like, I can hear that sound, just like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
And so we'd run together, when we were leveling, and I had Necro and I had tendrils. I'm like, all right, just gather them, bring them all here. I'll bring the tendrils, and once they come in here, then just have your landslide go to work, and it'll hit everybody.
Yeah.
Just like dead, done.
Yeah, that's honestly the way to go. Like I feel like it's so strong.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
But like right now, like same thing, like early game, right? Like there's just classes that lack early game. Like Barbarian is very bad early game. I think Necro is actually really strong early game. I think Sorcerer is strong early game. I think Rogue kind of slacks early game. Like you need a couple of skills to like work at the early start of Rogue.
Yeah.
Right, but Barbarian is really just like down bad. Like early game, I was not enjoying Barbarian at all. Like I was like level 25, I think, and it took me like more than 20 to 30 minutes to clear a dungeon because I would just run out of my resources and I would literally just be spamming like basic attacks that deal no damage. Like that's how bad Barbarian was.
Wow.
So I was like, Barbarian start shining once you're like level 60 to 70. Everything below Barbarian sucks. That's why there's barely anyone playing Barbarian. And if they're playing Barbarian, they're most of the time boosted. Because early game just takes so long.
It's tough,
like,
so tough to get there.
Yeah. So everyone that is running
That
a
makes
Barbarian and wants to get higher up, they either way boost themselves up. And the only people that are really grinding it by themselves are like most of the time streamers that are like doing Barbarian builds, you know?
Yeah. I haven't played Barbarian yet. I did enjoy it in Diablo 3 a little bit, but
it's such a fun class. Like I love the shouts and just smashing everything with the hammer, you know what I mean? Like it's fun, but as I said, like early game you're just not enjoying it. Like there's no enjoyment in the class. And like I think like high tier Druid is just a lot of fun. Like that landslide build when you're just like and everything around you just starts dying. It's so good. Like I'm more of like the AoE damage. Like I love the AoEs. Like when you just have big
me
group
too. That's why
pull out together and just boom.
The Bone Spear was nice, but you have to use tendrils to get everyone together. Otherwise, like you can't just waste that much essence on one dude. You gotta do the same. It's the same thing with Sever. Sever is so heavy on cost, but it hits everybody that's in that pile. So if you get 20 people in the pile, 20 people are going to have health or dying. So it's
like Sever, right? Is that like an ability we have been able to train between players?
Yeah, it's the core skill. So it goes up in front. It has a pretty good distance, hits, and then it comes back to you and swings again for less damage. So you've got that ability to like you just hit it look for something far away.
So like
it'll go through,
Sever,
hit it, and then comes back.
So Sever is that is a core ability, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is the core. It is the one that we.
But then you would like, when I'm looking at it, right? Isn't it the best to then run a barber heart on it? Like if you throw it towards them, you do damage, and then it returns to you, and you get an attack gain, right? Like 21% for like the damage output you do.
Yeah,
So I think once if you get barber and you make everything hit on one, you get such a fast attack speed boost.
Yeah, see, and
Right.
having a fast attack speed on this, it sounds good, but I mean, like my essence is only at 100. So with everything else that I'm proccing, because I got to do decrepify and all that, it like I was saying, I can do about 4 or 5, and then I'm out of essence.
Yeah.
So even if
But
I do them
there's
faster,
no resource management aspects on it.
well, that's the corpse explosion. That's using corpse explosion, using some of those other skills that bring it back, or even the blood orb.
Yeah.
So there's a chance every time something dies, and that's why I go into blood mist a lot, because it creates corpses with an increased chance of doing a blood orb. And if I'm full health and I get a blood orb, it refills my essence. So that's a skill that I have in there. We got a Magmar popping here. I don't have a Magmar. Let's go for that one. And so that's why I have 12 potions, because I'm constantly spamming the potions to make sure I'm at max health, so that I can use the orbs to redo my essence. And then in the previous Diablos, you had your mana potion, you had your health potion, and then you had a rejuvenation potion. Rejuvies did both health and essence. So I was kind of hoping they had those, but they don't. They just have the life potions. So that's one of the things that's missing from the older ones, is you don't have the mana potions and you don't have that. But they did a lot of good stuff with quality of life, to where you had to identify items. So when you get something, it was unidentified. So you had to either bring it all to town, take it to somebody who could identify it, or you get scrolls that you had to carry with you to use to identify. So that was just something that was in like Diablo 2 and all that they had, that, they got away from in Diablo 4. So they did a really good job. So Diablo 4 is a great spot for you to be jumping in, not having played before.
I was gonna say. I mean, I was gonna say I'm enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, it was
Like
it was
it's
really
actually there's a build Infamous. Can you just like stay in your mist the entire time or something?
Yeah. So it's just having everything proc and all that. So that one,
That's crazy.
I'm getting a good feel of that one with this build, but I'm probably gonna do, like I said, I usually just main Necromancer. That's the build that I love to play. So, or the class I like to play. So I did Bone Spear. I'm doing Sever now. I want to do, the minion build, just get the massive army of stuff. And then, as more meta things come out, I'm probably going to keep doing some version of Necromancer on it, just because I like it so much.
I would highly suggest to run the summoner though, like the shadow summoner. It's so nice. Like once you get that ring of Mandel, because you will have like 7 minions up, right? And you will basically have like an up to 10% chance to empower all of your minions.
Okay.
And every single attack from them will then blow up for like 18,000 damage. But the thing is once you have 7 up, for some reason, once you have a bunch of intelligence, which you will have on a Necromancer, your lucky hit will be so high that your minions will keep doing that 18,000 damage every single time. So your mages and your skeletons will keep doing, for every single attack that they do, and they attack really fast, 18,000 damage. Stack that all up and you will be in the millions. So
yeah, I've seen videos of that. I didn't know like how it all ran and all that, but that's gonna be my next build whenever we decide either season 2 or another hardcore. I'm trying to keep hardcore with another class, so I don't get too attached to it.
I mean, if you're trying to do hardcore, I would highly suggest Sorcerer. There's actually a lot of fun in hardcore right now.
Yeah, so I did the chain lightning one, but yeah, this fireball build that you got going, man, that looks pretty legit. I want to look into that one at some point in time.
I'm at the moment making a build guide for it.
Okay, nice.
On Maxroll.
So I have
so you-
build
oh,
guides
you-
for every single class that I played.
Okay.
With my own opinions on it, my own adjustments to like my playstyle, because like I like to be fast, so my defenses are most of the time very low, but my damage output is so high, so that I can run through the dungeons fast, and I just know when to
Gotcha.
play safe really, because I'm using teleport only like as a safety backup thing as on my sorcerer. And it's the same for all my other classes. Like I use everything basically as like a safety thing, like when I think I'm about to die. Like I've had moments where I killed the butcher in less than like 10 seconds when he spawns in.
Dang. Yeah.
Like that's how much damage output I will have. So like that's why I started making those max roll build guides, so other people
Okay.
could like see and give it a try and then see if they enjoy it or not.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've used
And I have
max roll
every-
before. We used
You have?
was it D4 builds? We used max roll. We used max roll for another game.
I don't know which other games are there on max roll.
Max roll.gg. I'm trying to look at my on my notes. Necromancer. I guess Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is where we use it. So use it for Diablo. Oh, Lost Ark. Lost Ark's the game that we played.
Lost
that we
Ark,
used it for.
Path of
Yeah.
Exile has as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it
just
was
see right
Lost Ark when we came across Max Roll. So Lost Ark was the one that we did on. Man, that game hated me. That game hated me because
Lost Ark?
anytime I would re-roll on the mats and stuff, you have a chance to hit. I use all my mats to get me up to I had a 94% chance for it to be successful, and it failed. And it failed. It happened on stream, so I clipped it and put it on there. I'm like, this game hates me. This game just hates me.
That's actually tough.
It was terrible. But
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun though.
it was
Jesus
not.
Christ,
It
I would cry my tears out.
It definitely wasn't.
You should have seen me when I was actually playing my barbarian and I died to the disconnect. I was just like, okay, someone would pull me out
and
of here
that's
right now
tough,
before I
'cause
start to do so much shit.
That's the freaking game. You're new.
Yeah, it is.
It's not
It
like,
literally
okay,
is, yeah.
you know, I got a little greedy. I got a little confident. I messed up. That's on me. This is like, no, it's like nothing happened. Like that wasn't me. That was the stupid
First blood.
Yeah.
What's up, Wumbo? First blood. Look at you. Look at you go, man. Oh, you're over here. Dang, does that mean Manish Moose is done? I was gonna raid him in a little bit. Manish is done. Yeah, Manish Moose is done. Dang.
Done out here.
I can't ever get a Manish one. He hath finished. Did you win? Manish Moose, he's a good friend of the stream. He plays GeoGuess. He plays like something every day. It's pretty awesome. But
Different
He
games.
was doing different games. He'll do like Civilization. He'll do GeoGuessr. He does
that's fun.
Humankind.
GeoGuessr.
He does So my wife does GeoGuessr. When my wife streams, she just mainly does GeoGuessr. That's her.
That's fun though.
That's her bread and butter. Yeah.
GeoGuessr is always fun. Definitely when you can do it with like your viewers and your friends.
Yeah, Wumbo's really good. Study of Wumbo is really good at GeoGuessr. I am terrible. I don't know where shit is.
Yeah, me too.
I have an idea where stuff is. It's just I look at it and I'm like, okay, well that looks like Arizona. It's like, no, this is some other country. It's like, oh, I'm just guessing in the U.S. because I don't know. Like I don't know how you do it. But it was funny because when we were in Japan, I was playing Pokemon Go, and I have some people from other countries that were sending me stuff. So I covered it up. I'm like, what does this look like? You know, just testing her skills. And she got it right. And I was like, okay, you legit. All right, girl.
Yeah. You just take over.
Yeah, she's good at that. But yeah, Wumbo's also in my D&D group that we play on Saturdays. We're kicking that back up soon. Soon.
D&D?
Yeah. We did
What is that?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, Dungeons and Dragons. I never heard
Yeah.
of that.
You never played that one? That's it. I mean, it's been around since like the 70s, I think. And there's a movie too.
You
Go
wanna
check
know
out
what
the
you
movie.
gotta check
It's really
out?
good. What's that?
Wait. Where can I send you a link? Can I just like send it
You
in
can-
the Discord?
You can just do it in Discord.
Check what I just found. I don't even know what I'm watching right now.
Little Chef Ratatouille. What?
Yeah, check it out though. Like it's. I don't know why this is in front of my Twitch page, but it is.
What? Okay. Hot pool, tubs and beaches category, and it's a rat shower. Well,
I
but
don't know.
favorite
It's
ice
kind of
cream.
funny.
Your favorite ice cream is anything with chocolate, unless it's mint. Cupid loves mint. Cupid loves.
Mocha chocolate
Oh,
for
okay.
sure.
Man, I had the whole time the chat wasn't up. My bad. But you know, yeah, everyone knows that Cupid likes that. Let me see. Where's my browser at?
Anything with
Check right
chocolate.
to it. Oh, jeez. But yes, this is someone's Twitch page right now, and this is category pool tubs, hot tubs, and it's hot tub stream watching a rat shower.
And there's Ratatouille music in the background too.
That's funny. That's pretty hilarious. All right.
It's insane.
Yeah, I like the ones where they do like otters. They have otters and stuff floating around. And just chilling.
Yeah.
Those are
Have
kind
you
of cool
ever seen
too.
the gorilla one spinning in the hot tub? Like in like a little like blow up like the one pools that you just blow air in.
I have not seen that.
It's funny as fuck. It's just a random gorilla spinning around in circles with like dubstep music and stuff and throwing water in there.
Very nice, very nice.
Like I find
Yeah,
it so stupid that like these girls are actually like no hate, right? But like they make a lot of money with it, so I can get it. But like I find it
do,
so
yeah.
unnecessary that they are just allowed to just go in there in like a bikini and everything, literally show like parts that you shouldn't be showing on Twitch, and just do that in the pools and hot tub section.
What's showing up now that I see a lot whenever I go to the main page is the body cam.
Yeah.
So like they'll have their nipples
Yes.
completely painted or pasted over, and then they're doing,
yeah.
and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to go to Twitch just because I need to go to Twitch. And then I want to look at my
Yeah.
dashboard and look at all my stuff, and like that's
Yeah,
what
I
what
know.
I see. Kick is pretty bad
And
about that too.
I find have you heard about that one story on Kick? There was a couple that forgot to turn off their camera, and they were basically live streaming then having sexual intercourse with each other. And
Jeez.
do you want to know the crazy thing about it? They have only gotten a 2-day ban.
A 2-day ban for doing it on
A
live stream.
2-day ban for doing it on live stream.
Wow.
Yeah. That's Kick for you right there.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know.
Like I always told myself, I don't want to go to Kick, but if I look at it right, Twitch actually holds a good amount of your money. Like the best way
Yeah.
people can donate
Yeah.
to you is like either way through donating or sending you
Just straight donations. That's what.
subs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd do it for fun, just to hang out with you know everybody and play some games and do some funny stupid shit on stream. But it happens.
Same here.
But, yeah, I'm not gonna stress it
That's
out.
the,
I
that's the
know
only reason
it's
why I
just-
started streaming as well.
Yeah, and that's what we did because we started doing some YouTube clips from when we were playing Warzone. So we did Warzone exclusively for a while, and then during the
I used to
pandemic, like
love
we're
Warzone.
constantly on Discord, and we're like, let's just. We started sharing clips with each other of what happened. And I was like, well, let's just start doing it on YouTube. And I started doing clips on YouTube, and then all that. It's like, well, let's just start streaming. Well, let's see how this is, and that's how we got started, and we just don't miss it. Maddish Moose, I was just talking about you, man. We were about to raid out, and then Wumbo came over here, and I was like, dang it, that means if Wumbo's here, that means Maddish is done. Because I was about to raid you, man. How was your stream? How was Geo? Wumbo was already saying he won a couple times. Hey, Jess. Welcome in. Hey, Maddish, while you're here, there's a question. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? And you too, Roy. I don't know. Oh, you did answer. I think you did answer.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. A couple of crashes, so that was weird. Like, Geo gets a
anything with
crash
chocolate and
or
vanilla.
your computer? Anything with chocolate and vanilla?
Yeah, anything. with
Manish? Oh, you're just going plain vanilla? There's nothing wrong. Okay, regular vanilla? Okay, there's not just vanilla. There's vanilla. There's French bean vanilla. There's, I think, 3 or 4 different types of vanilla. Which vanilla? Vanilla bean. There you go. There's always something. It's not just vanilla. Because there's different ones. You can taste
But
the
if you have good
difference.
mocha ice cream is the best though. Nothing will beat that.
Mocha ice cream? Yeah.
For me
Like
at
a
least.
vanilla bean? Yeah, I'm not, I don't drink coffee. I'm not a big coffee drinker. So like that flavor just kind of.
Are you a tea drinker?
I do not drink tea.
Okay.
It's
I was gonna say.
yeah, it's water
If you drink tea,
lots
instead
of rum.
coffee, then that's definitely not.
and
Lots of rum.
lots
Lots
of
of
rum.
alcohol, man. Beers here and
Yeah.
there.
I mean, I make some old fashions every once in a while too. So it's versatile. You can put fruit on it. You can put it in a pie. You put it in soda. Yeah, it really is. It really is. You can do a lot of things with it. It's a lot. It's a good. Yeah, because you can't do it. Like I love strawberry, but you can't do that with everything. I love Chunky Monkey is my favorite. Ben and Jerry's Chunky Monkey is my favorite. But you can't put that on a pie. You can't put that
What's
on.
that?
You know.
Ben and Jerry, Chunky Monkey.
Yeah, it's like banana ice cream with chocolate chunks and walnuts. It's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Corellia.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
No, we don't have it.
Water, rum. That's it. Well, I mean, I guess I do drink a lot of Gatorade and stuff like that on hot nights I play hockey or days after. But there is a lot of rum. And whiskey.
Oh, whiskey.
Oh, you cheaped out about the $70 bag? Yeah, save up for the Grit Tower. The Grit Tower is fantastic, man. Like it's like I said. The only thing is just that Velcro strip. Over 6 years, I gotta replace that one. But the Grit hockey bag, fantastic. But yeah, there you go, man. I'm still. Did you guys get on a team? I know you're on the wait list. Did you get on a team? Did you and your dad get on a hockey team? Hopefully you did. We had somebody here from Canada as well, but they were only here a couple minutes. I think Aries scared them away.
What, 2 minutes, 3 minutes?
Yeah. They're like, hey, what's up? Hey, how's it going? Aries was like,
I'm from
"America."
Canada, and he was like, America, fuck yeah. From left.
And then we never heard from them again. So, yeah. It's actually pretty nice
quite sad.
CCM with pockets. You got it on sale. Stick time again on Saturday. Awesome. Yeah, we had a playoff game on Sunday. We won that one 4-2. And then because my team was already in the losers bracket in the double elimination, we had to play again on Monday. And we got wrecked 10-3. We lost last night 10-3. It was pretty rough. Pretty rough,
Yeah.
man. So I'm a little sore. I took a shot off the side of my leg, so the bruise hasn't come out yet, but it is there. It's very tender. Very tender. But yeah, man. So playoffs are done for that team. But my other team that plays during the week, I still got games on there. So like next week, like today, my normal streaming time Tuesday, Thursday. Next week I gotta change it again because I got a game on Tuesday again next week. So I gotta figure out when I can change up my schedule for that. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are getting back into the game. Yeah, all right, man. Enjoy your show. Hang out, and we'll see you next time. One of these days, I'm gonna get to raid you. I'm gonna finish before you. All right, let's see that. Later, Madish. Yeah, I'm just about done as well. Let me see who I got to raid. And Roy, thanks for hopping in Discord, jumping on here, and running me through
Yeah,
some
no
stuff.
worries, man.
And,
Thanks for the games.
Yeah.
Was
but
fun,
like I
was
said,
fun.
definitely, you can hit up on in Discord if you're wanting to run anything. You can see if anyone is
Yeah,
available.
100%. I will do.
All right, man.
Alright, thank you for the games, yeah?
All right.
Enjoy
Yeah,
your night, though,
no
bro.
problem. Thanks. You too. Thanks.
Alright, see you, man. Bye
See ya.
bye.
Nice meeting you. You and Q always with the last minute raids. Yeah, it's just it's like, oh, I had you up. I'm ready to go, and then then you read it out. So it's all good. It's all good. Next time. Let's see. We got the last seahorse doing some retro. Oh man, playing some Ninja Turtles. Hey, right, you hate ads.
Ruiski just subscribed.
Ruiski. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. All right, so here are the commands. There's raid 1. Right, oh, my bot is not subbed. I got to resub my bot. Bam, there you go. There's the second one. We're going to go over to the last seahorse. So if for whatever reason Twitch does not take you, there is the link for it. So the last seahorse, they do a lot of retro stuff. It's a VTuber, and they do some music as well. They're not doing music now. They're doing retro. They're doing Ninja Turtles, one of my favorite Nintendo games. Yes, Nintendo. And this game was hard as heck, man. This game was just pretty rough. The last seahorse. I spell seahorse correctly. Bam. All right. So yeah, let's go on and head over there. Let them know, show some love, show the raid commands there, and see what Ninja Turtles we're playing. Playing with Donatello right now. I know, Raphael. Man, I used to love this game. I used to love this game so much. We'll be back on Thursday with more Diablo 4. So thanks for hanging out. Roy, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for hanging out. Jennifer, thank you for the follow. I don't know if you're still here or not, but thanks. Sorry, but don't worry about Aries. He's like that. We're all like that. But yeah. Jess, thanks for coming in. Manish Boost, thank you for lurking and hanging out for a little bit. And we'll see you guys on Thursday. Same time, 9 p.m. Central. See you guys.